So BIZ Bronz about the flow, got my man Good here, so y'all all about to know how we do it. The flow is fluid, like I grew it out of the ground. Here I come with the sound that's not from downtown, it's from Southside, Linden Bully. I come through with the hoodie, you shoulda knew me if you didn't. You're about to find out, I got my mans in the house, yo. Where's Agony in back of me usually? But yo, you know what you could do for me? Just listen, cause I stay hitting with hardcore lyrics, straight from the spirit. Put your ears on so you can hear it, but don't fear it. Give me your mic and watch me tear it to pieces. Niggas be shitting feces. Don't believe it, then you about to hear what you didn't know when I come through with the hitting flow. Spitting, yo, got the screen going out, but yo, I'm never going out. Give me some pussy, you know I'm about to toe it out. Flow about anything, anything in the world, yo. NYC, my homegirl on the left, Goods to the far, DY on the camera, yo, I got the balls. Anybody wanna spar, could leave with a scar. I'm not a superstar, but I am super hard. I'm about to just rock the microphone, cause that's my craft. Niggas know that's only the half, but I got the whole thing, yo. I'm about to bring some ill flows. Now I'm repeating myself, but yo, I must just chill out, cause I'm ill without the mic. But yo, I got one and I'm not done. Shout out to my pops, cause he just passed away, not today but last week. And that's real talk, real speak. If you don't understand it, then just play it back on the stick cam, cause yo, we be the mans and the men's and the women's, and again I'm be grinning but I'm not smiling. I'm fuck wildin', I'm just sitting,
it's real freestyle,
hitting without the written. you know, little something.
You found them?
BIZ Bronz, right?
Yes, sir. BIZ Bronz from the QUE. I'm saying, if y'all don't know what that is, then you must not be from this corner, because that's the Q borough, the big borough, Queens, New York. That's where I'm from, Linden Boulevard representing.
Oh, Linden Boulevard. Where on Linden?
I'm from all the way down the end, right before you get to Elmont, right before you get to Nassau County, you know what I'm saying? Right in the area where Tribe Called Quest is from.
Okay, LL was somewhere around there too, right? Not too far?
He's from Farmers. He's not too far, so I have to walk over there. You know what I'm saying? I like to walk, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah. So, you know, from that area, a lot of history, a lot of tradition, hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Not too far from Run DMC, not too far from Southside, Onyx, Lost Boys, Pharaoh Monch, you know what I'm saying? All them types of people. That's what I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? I branch out, I listen to everything, you know what I'm saying? I love West Coast too. You know what I mean? I started when I'm in 1991. I was in 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those scared to tell my age. I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have an industry. I'm a grown man. I make grown man music. Any style, as long as what you spitting is what it is, then I can listen to it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff going on right now that I'm not digging. You know what I'm saying? And to each his own, you know what I'm saying? Some people might like it. That might be what that person's about. But if that's not what I'm feeling, I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to support it. And, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it. You know
okay. All right. See? Keeping it real. Who you not feeling right now? Who are you not feeling right now, since we're on the subject?
I'm not feeling Lil Wayne. I'm not feeling Rick Ross. Not feeling 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? He's from my area. Like I said, I don't care where you from. It's just not where, you know what I mean? It's not the type of music that I care to listen to. Some people might like it, you know what I'm saying? That's their business.
Wait, hold on. We got to see Truth on the camera. He's talking mad smack over there. What are you talking about over there?
G-Unit.
Okay. He's a G-Unit head.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like I said, some people might like it. You know what I mean? Different people like different things. You know what I'm saying?
We might have to have C Truth battle you after you do your spitting in the whip. You might have to do the, cause see, you know, I have to get him. What it is that it all started. My boy John. I don't know if you know John. He is an MC, actor. He does a lot of things, man. He's a real talented dude, and he was one of the first cats to do spitting in the whip. And we had this one battle between him and C Truth, but the audio was fucked up. I still new at getting the audio right. So ever since then, they've been talking smack back and forth and stuff like that. And C Truth's always talking about, I'm the illest MC. John O say he gonna come out here and smash, C Truth or whatever. Yeah, what?
John O been running from me. I even went out to Cali. He was gone when I came out there.
Y'all can check my MySpace house. Plenty of joints on there. You know what I'm saying? I stand behind any music that I put out. Y'all will never hear a whack verse from me. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that it's whack, please point it out to me. Let me know where you heard a verse from BIZ Bronz that wasn't official. You know what I'm saying? Please dig it up. You know what I'm saying? As far back as you can go and find anything that I got my name stamped on. Y'all not gonna find nothing.
Hurry up and go there now before he deletes any shit from the web that you can.
Yeah. Peace, power. Y'all can hear me? Are we out there? Is we live? You know what I'm saying? Word to biz. Word to biz. You gotta say the whole thing. It's one word. Word to biz. You know what I'm saying?
Word to biz. Yeah.
Word to biz.
Listen, for y'all who don't know, what you just got finished watching was BIZ Bronz doing freestyle off the top of the head, getting ready to get busy in the car. And when you get an opportunity to make sure you go check that out, it's on there. Like he said, he got mad stuff. It ain't on MySpace. It's on YouTube. Just type in BIZ BRONZ. No E on the end. Cause why? Cause why, y'all? Why is there no E?
It takes no effort.
I was about to say, you beat me to it.
You know what I'm saying? That's why. So, yeah, just so y'all know, y'all familiar with me here on Do the Knowledge Radio. Shout out to Knowledge Born Allah, Zulu, Peace of the Gods, War on the Devil. You know what I'm saying? On the number one information station all the way around the globe, the planet, Do the Knowledge Radio. Always got to get that shout out. But I'm Son the Great, GI8, the God correspondent. You know what I mean? And I was the hard correspondent on the Check the Rhyme show. And everybody else, I want y'all to introduce yourself real quick. You know what I'm saying? And let them know how long you know Biz. You've known Biz. That's how I want you, so they understand who they talking to. You know, on my show, people got to be qualified to come on my show. You know what I'm saying? DJ Wise on the show, and he laid down his qualifying credentials, right? So on this show, the qualification of being on this show is how long you know Biz. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to start with a mere 25 years. That's it. Just that. You know what I'm saying? Go.
31.
I'm a young boy.
Wait, since 89, man.
Woo!
Wait a minute, because I beat all y'all because my soul know him my whole life.
She was.
Good answer. Good answer.
Best answer.
Good answer.
You know what I'm saying? Best.
Yeah, man.
Wise, how long?
Well, for me, I known him for 27 years.
See, I told you I was a young boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young boy in here. But
yeah.
Our connection to each other literally has come through our brother BIZ Bronz, who was just a phenomenal being. Not only that, he was ridiculous with the rhymes. Not only that, he was crafty with the hands. Not only that, he'd knock you the fuck out. He'd knock you the fuck out. I seen a whole block get knocked the fuck out. Like that. Yeah, and I gotta say it like that. He got knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But he was righteous with his actions. And just, you know what I mean, when it comes to people, when it comes to being a grown man, when it comes to being a God body, when it comes to being a knowledge being, when it comes to being caring and and consistent with just that dude. There was nothing better. There is nothing better.
It's crazy because he was the total package. You know what I mean?
The
It was
total
like
package.
the intelligence, the physicality, the passion, the emotion, everything just wrapped up into this ball of one man. It was crazy. He was intense. He was really intense. If you knew him deeply, you knew how intense he was. If you ain't know him, he wouldn't talk to you.
Yeah, facts. Hey, I seen people, I heard people be like, who was in the room? Biz, he was standing right next to me. There was somebody standing next to you? Yeah. And he was watching everything y'all did. So y'all, you're already at the low point, because I'm gonna find that out later on. But yeah, man. You know what's funny though? I never, and Ty, I know you had the same situation. I never knew, well, not never. I didn't realize that he didn't really talk to people, because he talked to me from the start. Hey, how you doing? We was building from the get-go. Like, you know what I mean? He heard what I said. I heard what he said. Oh, you heard that? Oh, you heard that? We was talking after that. You know what I mean? Joking, cracking jokes. People was like, oh, he's so serious. I'm like, who? This dude funny as hell. What you talking about?
Say one of the funniest people I know.
Ever.
Can I say one thing?
Of course.
I am probably at that point in life I was the shyest person ever, but I was never shy around you guys because Biz he just made it that we all met and we all clicked. That you guys didn't even know I was shy. And that's how amazing he was.
Not the way you talk, sis. Not the
Now
way. Listen. Please explain who you are to the people who don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the wife of Biz. So I married this man, and I married into a group of men, even in his passing to this day, 10 years to this day, I make a phone call and they're there.
Facts. True. I'm saying we went to a store. We went to a winter store to make sure we was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rock
We nearly died. I remember that day.
Yep.
I mean,
and I'll add this too. If you call Biz, he would come at the drop of a hat. Because, like, I'll give you a good example. Like when Hurricane Katrina had happened, there was a sister, Autumn Marie. She's riding with Malcolm X grassroots movement. And there were some people that needed help from the storm. And I knew, so if anybody, I called different people, but I knew when I called Biz, now when he was like, when you need me, let's go. He was with his car, picked me up, and we went and helped the people. So to your point about being righteous, I of course seen that side of him, and I also seen the ruthless side. So it was that double-sided coin. So he was like this, like when people say a gentle giant, it's the same, he was always righteous, but if you was coming at the sideways or messing with his family and people, that was it. He was one of the realest.
Yeah, and Biz taught me to stand up for myself because I knew how to defend myself because of my environment, but I didn't know how to communicate that to people. So he used to pull me to the side and be like, nah, we ain't letting that slide. Why is he talking to you like that? And I'm like, I ain't worried about that. He can't, you know what I mean? He said, nah, because if he does that to you one time, everybody else gonna see it. You can't let that slide, Marcus. You're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to do something about it. He would put the battery in my back a lot of times because I wouldn't want to be bothered with anybody, and he'd be like, nope, we're not doing that. He'd be like, yo, you gotta see that guy. You gotta see him. and that's how it was. I would have to see him. You know what I mean? That's the way how he was. He always pushed you in the right direction. He pushed me in rhyming. He pushed me to rhyme. I was a DJ when I met Biz. I wanted to just spin records. He was like, nah, you got an ill flow. You got to rhyme. You know what I mean? He's the one that put me in position to start becoming a lyricist.
Yes.
Yes,
this
sir.
Story.
Yes, sir.
Peace, Aggie.
Peace, Agony in the building.
What's good?
TCTRS.
All this gray is from Biz. I think he gave this shit to me as wisdom. to pass on, bro, because
That is all lies.
I think he gave it to me, man. I think he would have had it had he been here. He just said, "Yo, I'm gonna hand it off to my bro, and let him get all that wisdom in his beard." You know what I'm saying? The ladies will love it, and that's
It,
that. You
it
know what I
looks
mean? So
distinguished, Agony. It looks
yeah,
distinguished.
yeah. Of course, man. Yo, seriously though, man, I miss that dude so much because I feel like I've grown like a whole lot since he hasn't been here. And I feel like I miss him for the fact that I can't share my achievements and my things that I had going on out here in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? And I would have never thought that I would have moved out here, but it's just weird just not having him here. It's like always just a weird feeling, like not just doing anything, like watching sports or listening to music. Like I'm like, damn, I can't call this dude to bullshit about the Giants or get on him about the Mets or you know what I'm saying, like just talk to him about the state of hip hop and what's going on or hearing his music or his just his his vision of things. And I love that dude to death. I always love him and his brother, man. I miss both of them dudes to the end because I grew up with them and we grew up in the same exact neighborhood and we played baseball together. Thanks to his dad, I was on his team. I was a pitcher, he was the catcher. Like that's how close we were in baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no better bond between the pitcher and the catcher. Like he got to come out and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't working. He's gonna come out and talk to you. So I've been hearing Biz for like all my life. Like he's been in my ear, and it was weird because I remember him not being around, and I didn't know that he had went out to. I guess he went out the time. I guess he was in Philly, then he was in Atlanta, I think, or something like that. And that's when I guess that's when he met up with Sundiata, and didn't know that he was gone. And I bumped into him one day in Green Acres Mall. And I was like, oh shit, like what up? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, where you been at? And he just had he had the full beard and he had the afro thing, he just looked totally different. He just looked totally different. And then from that day on, we just got back in contact with each other. And it was like, just us now being grown-ups, just different being kids, but it was a ride, man. But starting the show and having everybody involved, all you guys were involved, you know, it was just a great experience, man. It was something that I'll never forget. I feel like we did a lot to help, even if people don't know, pioneer a lot of this podcast shit, a
Tell him,
lot of
son. Tell him
different
the
stuff
story,
that's going
son.
Talk
on,
that
man. And
shit.
we was in the heart of hip hop. We was in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? We was in the Bronx. We was in the heart of hip hop. We traveled out there every
The
fucking
Matrix.
Tuesday to go out there and do our thing from Queens. Just motherfuckers, like, you know what I mean? Like, before the car,
Talk
anything
your
like that, we
shit,
was on a
Aggie.
train. You know what I'm saying? We was on a train going out there, and then he had the whip, and then we drive out there. And I'll never forget him and Ty popping up my house with that fucking Halloween costume on, bro. That shit was one of the funniest fucking things. I was
I
like,
remember that night.
yo, you two need to get the fuck out of here,
That
because
was the best
I
night
don't know what.
ever.
That shit was wild as fuck, but it was so funny because it was mad random. I didn't even know they was coming to my house. And I opened the door, I'm like, what? And I knew what it was. I was like, what the fuck is going on, yo? I'm like, how did y'all leave the
I
house like
remember
this?
that.
That shit was just so fucking funny, yo. But but yeah, man, that I mean, you know, I could go on and on about Biz, but bottom line, man, I think he meant a lot, obviously, to everybody that knew him, you know, and even ones that are not here right now, like us growing up, going to Jackson, Andrew Jackson High School, and before that 59, before that 176. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just, we Queens niggas through and through. Like that's just what it is forever and ever. And it was just, I'll always take it as a blessing and an honor to know him and his brother and his family. Like I missed him, and more shout out to his sister Leanna, because she's
Indeed.
definitely you know I couldn't imagine having all that going on with her, and just just the amount of loss she had is just heartbreaking for me. But we always hear, man, she got brothers everywhere, and D, you got brothers too. You know what I'm saying? So we
Facts.
just we just here to celebrate that, man, and just remember the good times with the studio, and coming up there and having all the great people that came through, all the artists from Jersey and wherever the fuck they was coming from, man. They came up there to check us and
Mm.
show us love and share their music with us, and all the DJs that helped out with us and getting our sets together. You know what I'm saying? Ben, Wise, you know, everybody, man, that was there, that was just, you know, Arm 18, everybody, bro. Like everybody that was helping us out doing that show. It's just, you know, we thank y'all from the bottom of our heart. I know he thanks y'all too, because, you know what I'm saying, we ain't forget. We ain't never gonna forget.
Yo,
Indeed.
just so we know, we just got DJ Express in. This is PA all day, Allentown way. You know what I'm saying? And so we just going over our stories with Biz about Biz. You know what I mean? Who he was. You know what I mean? When we met him, and consistently who he was all the way through. You know what I'm saying? And you know, let him know a little something. Go ahead, man. Express.
Oh man.
Well, I was just saying, man. All right. So let me set it up a little something, right? So when Biz is in Pennsylvania, he comes down to Pennsylvania with Marcus. He's in PA. He goes, you know what I mean? He links up with me because he's there with Jinx as well. You know what I'm saying? So I link up with him. We start hanging, blah, blah, blah. Club scenes. He's hanging with other folks in there because Biz is that type of person. If he like you, he fuck with you, and then he'll be around. So we hanging with Magnetic. They put out something called what was that called? What was it called? Mike Loving.
The first one was the live bait. Live bait.
Yeah, live bait. Live bait. So they put out live bait. It had live instrumentation on there. It was MCs. They was doing their thing. Magnetic was a part of that. GQ was a part of that. Jinx was a part of that. Marcus was a part of that. Express. Did you have anything to do with that at the time?
Nah, not at the time.
But Arm 18 did.
Help and support. Yeah, Arm did.
Well, I know. This is how you had something to do with it because the mic, because the both of those, the Mike Loving It and the other one. What was that, Ty? What was the other one? The first one?
No, actually, you was right, Sundi. La Bait was Jinx and Magnetic. Biz got on the leak. The leak when they
the leak. Yeah. So this was being pushed in the underground set. The underground set, for everybody who don't understand and know, is the hub. It was the New York, it was the mecca of hip hop in Allentown and the Lehigh Valley area. It was owned by DJ Express. It was clothing, it was skateboards, it was music. And if you wanted music, vinyl, tapes, CDs, that's where you went to go get it. And if you wanted to know the information, that's where you went. It was the hub of what was going on. And the reason why that's important is because things like the list in Allentown and things like, you know what I'm saying, CDs being smashed up because, you know what I mean, cats being mad and drama type of things over this music in Allentown that Biz was a part of happened at the underground set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we met up with people at the underground set. We made people buy albums like, yo, you gonna get that? You gonna get that too. You ain't leaving here till you get that. You know what I'm saying? At the underground set.
You need this.
Yeah, you need this. This is what it was. And you know, and like they said, you know what I mean, Biz wasn't he wasn't a guy that you could just look at and say, I'm not gonna listen to what he says if he says it's serious enough to you. You're gonna look at him and be like, I'm gonna pay attention. I literally seen him push a whole club like back, like the whole club. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm just saying afterwards, DJ Express was the DJ that went on tour with King Magnetic and GQ. And I bring that up because Magnetic mentions Biz passing on his album, on his official album that he put out with a whole bunch of people on it. So, you know what I mean? The 3 degrees of separation, I just wanted to lay the story and the foundation down so people know and understand. You know what I'm saying? Where you come in and how he just is that type of dude. He consistently was always that guy. If you needed something done, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, me and the Biz built the chess club afterwards. You know what I'm saying? It's Catch 22 now. But downstairs, they had the underground club. We actually dug that out, picked up all the trash, all the garbage, threw it out. That was us. We did that, me and Biz. And Obi. Obi helped too, my older brother. But we literally built that club. We came back a couple years later and literally had a fight in that club. You mean where we got jumped and we beat them bloody. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dude he is. You know what I'm saying? And on the outside of that club, he literally beat up a whole block of folks. Cats was coming over talking to me, boop, knock him out, boop, knock him out, boop. It was just going like that. You know what I'm saying? But DJ Wise was, DJ Express was a pivotal part in all of those events happening, and you know, I mean, just to link up the music and stuff from the Allentown. So when he was talking about Biz left New York and he didn't know, that he came to PA, and then you know we went from Allentown to Reading to Philly to, you know what I'm saying, to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, and then he went back to New York after that. And in those times, we had the conversations of, because we were down in Atlanta. We was, first of all, we was on the radio in Allentown, where I actually met you, DJ Wise, through Biz. Event that came down. Sir. DJ Wise came down, did the event, linked up. We was on the college radio out there, and then we was doing live. They was going live with Arm 18, freestyling out there, get used to the radio. Then came to Atlanta, got on the radio down here at WRFG 89.3 with Malik Kalam Zulu, passed away too. It was on with him for a minute. And as we were on with him, we was like, yo, we can do this too on this internet shit. You know what I'm saying? You can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. You ain't got to pay nobody just to the studio. Word. We can just get on. So we got on. We did our thing. Somebody, oh yeah, there you go. We got on, we did our thing. And he was saying, listen, we need to do this just on some hip hop shit. You know, and that's when the first talks between me and him happened with the Check the Rhyme show. Then when he went back to New York, him and Agony was building. They put it together and was like, yo, what we gonna do? I'm coming back and forth. I'll spend 2 weeks in New York. I'll spend 3 weeks in Atlanta. But I'm coming to that show. I'm gonna be on that show. And we did both of those things. You know what I'm saying? Rocked all the way through. So
yeah, GI was he was traveling, bro, and he was there, and he wasn't missing no shows. And if he wasn't there physically, he was definitely on the phone with us, and he was helping through the phone. And you know, Biz was the one that came up with that whole idea, and I was honored that he thought about me to help him in doing this and getting that off the ground, because we was passionate about how we felt about the stage of hip hop not getting its recognition from a lot of the regular radio stations out that wasn't playing a lot of the old songs, and then also not really breaking new artists or putting out underground artists that was trying to get out there from wherever they were from. It didn't matter if they was from Cali or Detroit or Jersey or Philly or Florida. It didn't matter if they was willing to come up there and share music with us. We was happy to have them. So, you know, a lot, like I said.
Matter of fact, Ag, why don't you run down some of the names? Who are some of the people that y'all broke? Oh,
I know we had a lot of guys. I know we had a lot of people. We had a lot of people from Jersey, man. A lot of artists came from Jersey. I'm actually friends with a lot of them, even on Facebook right now. But Ramageddon was a guy that came to mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
J Black,
Soul
JD
Xylus,
Nero,
Soul Zalis, yep. Soul Zalis came
JD
through.
Nero. Shout out JD Nero.
JD
Um,
Nero, J
Yes,
right.
sir.
So
My,
Zalis was dope. So Zalis was dope. I'm still
Yeah.
Facebook friends
yeah.
with him now.
Yeah,
Behind
yeah,
the
yeah.
Check the Mob show.
Absolutely.
Also, whatchamacall came through. Fred the Godson
Fred the
came through.
Godson once came through, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Peace
And
be
my man
upon
who was
him.
just on the respect. Yeah, and my man who was just there on Business Freestyle. When Business Freestyle, he was in the battle dude. What's my man's name? Shit. He's in the battle rap joint.
Yeah, I know. I think. Yeah, it's on my tip of my tongue too. I know who you're talking about too. Goods.
I don't be watching battle rap like that.
Was it Goods?
Yeah, Goods.
Goods. Yeah, Goods.
Goods came through a couple times.
Yep. Yeah.
He came
DWI
through
set up a couple.
times.
Yeah. DWI set up a couple of joints for us too. He passed on a couple of artists for us to get them on the show as well, and that was a good look.
Did J. Cole come through there earlier?
He came through. J. Cole came through on one of DWI shows. We didn't get him on ours, but he was there in the studio though. He was there in the studio long time ago. Yeah, J. Cole was there a long time ago, man. He was up there at the Matrix Studios. But yeah, we had a time, bro. We definitely had a time up there, man. All the people that helped us host, you know.
Hey, Quest Diamonds, come back on here, man. Get back on, man. Just jump back on and give you a story. Jump in, bro. You ain't gotta wait. Matter of fact, ain't nobody gotta wait. Just jump in. You know what I'm saying? We freestyling tonight. You know what I'm saying? This freestyle. We freestyle. I mean, and Ty, stop being so quiet, God.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we go as a round table? What was the first time that you met Biz?
You want me to start?
Oh, that was easy for me.
Yeah.
That was school. I could tell you 176 right off top. Elementary school, bro. Way back then. Because he was a grade. Because I think he's a couple of grades ahead of me.
Okay.
I'll chime in next. I was a little after Agony. That was at IS 59, 6th grade homeroom class.
Wow.
Yeah. That's right. Marcus was there too. That's right.
Go ahead, Marcus.
For me, the first time I met him,
I met Biz the summer before high school. That's how I met Biz.
Okay.
I met Biz between the summer between 8th and 9th grade. We was in a program. Me and Biz was in a program. We had full rides to Long Island University, full academic scholarships.
That's dope.
And we both messed up our scholarships.
Damn.
I don't know why that's not surprising. I don't know why. I'm just not surprised that happened.
Hey,
I know there's a story. Behind that.
Yeah, there is. We're gonna have to.
Wait. Did y'all lose it at the same time or separately?
I lost mine first. He lost his after me. And it came down to the love of music. Were you gonna go to class and bang those books out, or were you gonna stay up late nights in the studio? And we chose the studio.
Yo, at
Wow.
some point, Marcus, I gotta chime in about the Calicos and Flows session, man, because I feel like that's hip hop lore right there, man.
Yes, sir. Calicos and Flows.
I'm angry. I keep losing my copy. I put it on CD. You know what it is? It's the times. You go from CDs to streaming. Everything gets lost in the mix. Like, I need a copy of that, though. I don't know, Ty, if your brother has
we did that on an audio cassette tape. Well, y'all did that on an audio cassette tape, man.
I believe it, too.
Back then
Tom said it
was
on a cassette tape. I believe it, because it's probably true.
Yeah, back then it was ADATs and cassettes. You know what I mean? Back then, we were still rocking with the ADATs.
Yeah, you got to find that then. I know for me, my first time in meeting Biz was at Corey, my man Corey Gums. I know some of y'all know Corey. I was teaching
Yes,
him how
sir.
to
Yes, sir.
I was teaching him how to cook on the MPC 3000 in his basement, and Biz had slid through, and I'm like, he was just quiet, wasn't saying nothing, and I'm like, why is this kid? He was just doing the knowledge, and I'm like, and then Carter was telling me he spit, and I'm like, this guy, because he's so quiet the whole time, wasn't saying nothing, and when he started spitting, I think even True Kinetic, I think you was there, and he was just, I mean, nonstop. I'm like, oh, this kid like Big Pun out here. Like, you know, he was just like a nonstop. I'm like, oh, okay, this kid is the truth. That was the first time. And I know, like, you brought up Sunni, like, first time when I met you, yeah, we did a road trip. It was me, True Kinetic, Hennessy, and my man Big Red. You know, we had shot down there. I may still have some of the freestyle tapes because I brought my MP3 with me the first time when we went up there, and we had a freestyle session. And, you know, everybody was rhyming. And speaking of cassettes, I think if I dig through them, I'll probably find them. Yeah, I was rhyming over some of my beats or whatever. We had like a whole cipher, if you remember that, Suniata. You there, Suni?
Yeah. I was on mute. Nah, I remember
okay.
too. I don't know. I don't remember nothing I said. I don't remember nothing nobody said. I know it was dope though. You know what I'm saying? Beats was fire too. I remember all that.
And the weekend, and I'll never forget this too, was that weekend that was when Supreme Clientele and Dead Prez was first dropping, and y'all was giving out y'all was giving cassettes, copies of it was either the tapes or the CDs of Dead Prez Get Free or Die Trying to anybody and everybody because y'all was loving that album so much.
Yeah,
He put me on that album. He put Biz on that album.
We made him. You mean,
yeah, Biz and Sunni was on it hard.
Yeah, Biz put me on that album.
I'm getting this fabulous album, and you're gonna get this album too. You're gonna get this album. You're not leaving here without this album. You know what I'm saying? Because if we couldn't put out the music, that we wanted to, you know what I mean, and we heard somebody put out the music that we wanted to, or that we would at least, you know what I mean, then it was our job. It was the duty. It was our privilege. It was our honor to make sure that everybody heard what we just heard. Did you just hear that? You know, obviously you didn't hear that. You need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? And if we had to bully foot and do that, shit, we're gonna bully foot. Who's gonna tell him and me? No. What you? Right. That's not happening. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And
to me, that was like one of the most revolutionary hip hop things I've seen in my life because most cats will tell you about an album, but y'all was actually buying them, the real ones, not a dub. Y'all was giving them, buying them and giving them out to people because y'all need this and y'all need this. I was like, damn, that's the realest number one hip hop and most revolutionary thing I seen. I was like, damn.
We did it like this too. If we was doing this for them, this is what's going to happen for us. So we creating that universal aspect. You know what I'm saying? And it did happen like that with the Check the Rhyme show. It did happen like that. We was getting worldwide views, y'all.
But you know what's crazy?
Indeed.
Not to cut y'all off, but you know what's crazy about that Dead Prez album? Myself, Biz, and Jinx, we were in a group in New York called Children of the Corn, and it was a collective of MCs. It was a bunch of us. You know what I mean? And the guy who did some of the production and engineering on the Let's Get Free album is actually a member of our old group out of high school, Children of the Corn, Pressure. You know what I mean? He lives in Arizona now, but a lot of people didn't really know that.
I just posted the link, so hopefully, you know, whoever's up, I know it's Saturday, but whoever might be around that was with us during that time of the show, maybe they'll chime in and share some stories.
And they get ready to watch the fight too. But go ahead, Chris.
I remember. Y'all can hear me? I don't know if y'all y'all got me on.
Indeed.
Shit, I'm just listening and I just chimed in because, you know, my man hit me and was like, yo, the life of Biz, you know, we had so many years together, man. So many years, like park jams, all of that. Back when I first started DJing, rapping, he was even part of us. Like, we was mixed up minds. Like, we was all doing our thing, just rapping and battling, just doing it. You know, it just was a memory base for me to just touch down and remember the life. 47, I'm like almost 50, so it's like I remember the times like that we all grew up and we was back in the 80s, like we was doing it. Park jams. I never forget, like bebopping and all of that fly stuff. Like we was banging on the tables, doing beats and rapping. Like we was really into that. I advanced so much just from that era. Right now, I'm the man behind the music. I have my little, I never went and got publishing until later on in life, but I missed out on a lot of other things. But I'm a trendsetter. Been there, done it. Just remembering his life and him being around us. My brother introduced me to him. I got my brother here too. He on 2K right now. It's kind of crazy because my cousin, he been there too. GS, he been there. Like we all just like we love music. That's all, and we just remember him and miss him.
Indeed.
Yeah,
and true.
I remember the parties we used to throw. We was known for throwing parties.
Facts.
Our parties was like epic in Queens. Like, you know what I mean? We threw the biggest parties in Queens. And
Yeah,
we
I know
used
if
to
y'all
always
could
get
hear
on
me.
the mic.
What's
We
up,
used to
Ty?
always get on the mic and
What's up?
rock out.
I'm glad you got on, bro. It's been a long time, man. Like, and we ain't telling no lies, bro. Like mixed up minds when we was out doing parties at his crib, at his mom's crib.
Facts.
Like
One
those
of
were the
the
days, kid.
craziest
Like Biz
parties
be
I ever
there,
went
everybody
to
was there.
was at
GS,
Ty's
L,
crib, man.
Nils, every Baisley was in the house. 40
Shout out to
come through. Like it
GS,
was just a
man.
crazy
Yeah.
time, and making music at Ty's crib in the basement. It was just crazy, man. And we all just grew up together in that whole hip hop era. Like we was just going, just trying to make music. And he was there all the time. You know what I'm saying? And having smoked out sessions, bro. Like I got, oh my God, I can't tell you how many times I smoked with Biz and got high as shit. Like that man, dude always came through, and he had the bud, and it was all, kid. Like we'd be in my crib in the lab where everybody came to my house, and we just be in my room, my small room, and just smoking it out, and just having a blast, listening to music, and then just coming up with things to do later on to incorporate the music that we was trying to make. So.
Yeah,
I
was involved in those
I see
sessions.
L Skills is on here too.
Yo,
I'm gonna let him go ahead
shout out to Thurm and shout out to
get his
Kev
voice
too,
in.
yo.
For sure.
Hey, tell GS, son the great, Sudiata said what's up.
I don't know if his
God
mic is
son
on.
said what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, now I want to tell y'all, I want to give y'all props, man. When y'all started the podcast shit, y'all niggas was so ahead of like where we at now with how everybody doing one. Like, I always think about him because like I'm a podcast nigga now. Like I'm still in my music shit, but I transitioned to the podcast shit, and I just remember how early y'all was going in and going hard, and it ain't make sense to me. I didn't know what it was about then, but just seeing how shit changed, it was like, I kind of wish y'all was still doing it. I kind of wish y'all had them years under y'all belt, that viewership. And you know what I mean? Like he was just innovational with shit like that. You know what I mean? And he was always like, he had a group with y'all, but he'd come rap with us, like pull up to our high school, and we was rapping and be in our ciphers and shit. We'd go on the Ave and be battling groups of niggas in the 90s, like just walking around the Ave. Shit was crazy. But nah, son was... He was always caring and like loving and protecting. If you know him, you know what I'm saying. Like if he dealt with you, he'd check on you. Like just him. It wasn't a broadcast. He'd just pull up. You know what I mean? I miss that shit about him for sure. You know what I mean?
They don't even make people like that no more.
Can I
really don't.
Word
But
to
you know that
biz.
time with that part and shit, man. I be looking at the success of it now, like, damn, y'all would have been something crazy right now. Y'all still do it though?
Jamaica Queens, and I met Biz all the way out in Lawton. You know what I mean? And then Biz actually introduced me to y'all, and y'all was from Jamaica Queens. And it's just crazy because everything just came full circle. Like, we touched everywhere. Anything that had to do with hip hop, we had some way, shape, or form. We had something to do with it. Like, even with the podcast, the podcast, Elle was talking about the podcast. If you look at podcasting now, dudes is making millions of dollars off of podcasts. Joe Budden is rich off of podcasts. You know what I mean? You got Queens Flip, you got Dip with the Drip. You got all these people coming out doing a podcast now. It's crazy.
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
But see,
He's
the
seen
key
it.
difference though, Cass was doing it for the love, and that's the realest. Because when the beginning there was no money in it, Cass was doing it because we hip hop junkies, and we wanted to share what we had.
He's seen the vision. We talked about, you know what I mean, where this was gonna go and what it could do. And so in all reality, you know what I'm saying? Like we said, we was the #1 hip hop show on the planet, son. Why? Because we couldn't even think about somebody else who was doing a hip hop show like that, like we was.
Son, y'all beauty shit right now be like 10 years strong. Y'all have
it would be ridiculous. We would be the godfathers of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then what do we do, sir? Are we allowed to do this now? You know what I mean? And we would all be sitting on the funds so we could do this. But I mean, it's still possible. It ain't like
Cass is still the godfathers of it. For those who know. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
right. That's why I said. That's
like if you go to it. Like the very first one was like 88 hip hop. I think, from my memory, that's the very first like real hip hop format on the internet doing it. If y'all remember 88 hip hop, that was like 96, 97. They were the first back before even a lot of people even had computers and was on the internet like that. Right. But for the format of what y'all had, as far as I'm gonna say us, because I definitely was in the movement and adding on and helping and supporting. You know,
son, what do you
say? I'm just saying. You know, I mean, y'all was of course doing it before I added on, but I was always, whether I was in the mix or not, I always was a supporter, as y'all my brothers. But I'm saying is like, regardless of whether it continued on or not, even when I was doing like Below the Radar, when we was doing it like just he and I, and we had the showcase, I even thought about, like I was saying to Biz, like some of our last conversations, that showcase was dope. We should have kept that going too, because that was an extension of what we were all doing and breaking new artists. And if you remember Russ, because peace be upon him, Russ Blade, and his team came through, ripped it down, all the artists that were part of the Check the Rhyme show, Below the Radar movement.
I said him shout out to Chad Burt, shout out to
Chad
King Bo.
Chad Word, my man Chad, definitely, son. Him and Biz
shout out
hooked
to
up for
Ricky Meek.
Him and Biz hooked up for a real nice track. I think I still got that.
Verbal Calisthenics.
Yeah,
right?
That's one of my favorite joints. Yeah,
that was one of my favorite joints.
That was fire.
That's one of my favorite joints.
That's one of my
I used to play that all the time on my shows.
And we didn't even. We talking about him as a person. This whole conversation has been about him as a person because he was just that amazing person. But now that we said something about the lyrics, the rhymes, oh my God, this man's rhymes. This man's rhymes.
That's
to this day. To this day. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to the rhymes like, oh, did you hear what he said? Oh my God. I'm still pulling gems out of the joint. And I was, you know what I mean? At least half of them, at least the shit that he recorded, I'm on that shit. And I'm still listening to it like, what? This man is ridiculous.
That's why.
Go ahead. I'm gonna say my only regret is that we only did one song together. We were on wax, but his bars, like he said, the best thing that summed this all up, like what he said with Al Kane. I dare anybody to point out one whack verse that he said. I ain't never heard him throw up a weak verse.
It'll never ever happen. I'm gonna tell you, I'll keep it real with you.
Never
had somebody on our ass every day. And I'm telling you, it's the person that created me and created my brother, my uncle.
Yeah.
Major
Yes,
F.
Major
He
F.
always had Biz going in and like, yo, you gotta. And Biz was like, you know what? Yeah, you right. And next thing you know, Biz, yo, it was crazy. Like we was like, yo, he is fucking Lil Wayne to me.
That's why he said what he said. I don't like Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
Me up.
I would say, I'll give Biz. I say Biz was the Terminator because he was like a machine. It's like he was stop them balls and just keep on shooting.
I was like, yo, these balls came in every second. Yo, stop it! I said, holy shit. This nigga.
He stayed with a rhyme book. He stayed with a book.
Yo,
He had books for rhymes.
He's a monster.
Marcus, I remember one
books
time
and
he was
rhymes.
like, yo, when Biz is around, you gotta be on your A game.
Facts.
Because he come with the bars, yo. Like always came with the bars, yo.
Biz was the reason why I always stayed prepped. I always stayed prepped. Because Biz was the type of person, he'll set it on anybody.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And if he set it on anybody, I gotta be right there to follow. So I always had like 2 or 3 that nobody.
Oh shit, that's a fact, yo. Biz was just like that all day. He came in with some bars that's like crazy, like yo. What the fuck?
I wanted to just say, honestly, like friendships, man. Like people have their falling outs and they never get back. You know what I'm saying? I'm extremely honored to be able to have the same group of friends. Like for years, bro. Like all of y'all here, anybody that's not here, y'all know who they are. That's been with us. You know what I'm saying? Extended to them as well. Like it's just, you know, we all knew this man. You know what I'm saying? We all knew this man. We all have links in the chain that connected us to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? We all got introduced to him by somebody else, or he introduced us to somebody that he knew, and we all just linked, bro. It was like never no animosity, no crazy shit, not like yo. We always like, oh, okay, that's your man. He cool, we cool. You know what I'm saying? And that was that. And we all just hung out, and we all just did whatever we wanted to go do, and whether it was going to the movies and or going to the studio or just whatever it was, we was just always together. As one of us or two of us was always together, and we always knew where somebody else was at because we always had a chance to link up with somebody at some place. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter who it was. I could be with Ant from Baisley, and later on I'm hanging out with Ty, and later on I'm hanging out with GS, and we all together. And then GS would go get Therm, and Therm would have Biz with him, and then Marcus would come, and Waz would be over in Rochdale, and it was and a week later, Sunyata's coming down from Philly, and it was just and Taz at his crib, at Biz's crib. It was like just a whole lake, bro. It was just crazy how it always worked out that way. Just wild.
Made our little freestyle tapes every day. We was the first.
Yeah. Yep.
Killing them 90-minute tapes and the 120-minute tapes, nigga. Shit was real.
After you smoke like 12 or 20 L's, what are you gonna do? What else you gonna do?
That's a fact. Yeah, we was going in. Yo,
do any of y'all have any of those old tapes?
It was on. It was on. Like,
do you still have any of those tapes?
Of course. I still got them.
Oh man, you gotta digitize them joints, man. You gotta throw them up.
Man, come through, see me. I'm doing digital shit now. I got everything digital. Got the studio set up and everything. You know,
there we go.
You know, they talked me into going straight Pro Tools. I done went straight Pro Tools and better. I'm doing it.
That's what's up.
Whenever y'all ready, I got beats ready for y'all too. You know, because we still writing. We still going on. We still
Same here.
You know,
stopping. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my vendors, brothers. You know what I mean? Ain't no stopping, man. I got a whole clique right now, son. You know what I'm saying? And we growing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We growing. We working. We just did the red album, the black album. Now we about to do the green. Right now we working on the green. Come on, man. Nah, son. There's absolutely no way I get to stop doing anything until everybody know this, man. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
when people
we
like,
need to
are you
add some
successful?
tape archives in there too, man. That'd be dope.
I'm gonna keep rhyming and keep saying word to biz. And this is the aspect. Let me explain to people now that you in it. Maybe you don't know what this means. When we say word to biz to anything, that means it's the most solid. There's nothing that can come in between it. That's why you don't separate the word. It's word to biz. It's word to biz because you can't separate. Nah, this is a solid thing we're saying. That's word to biz. Our relationship is family. That's word to biz. Biz made that happen. That's word to biz. If you do something and you know that shit is the thoroughest, like you can't add that to bullshit. It has to be the thoroughest. But if it's the thoroughest shit you did, then you can say word to biz and say it with respect, because that's what that means. But if it's not completely thorough, you can't say that.
You can't
Because
say
that's exactly what he was.
facts.
There was no flaws in the situation. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I don't even throw that term around too loosely. I don't even use it too loosely. I don't just throw it out.
Indeed.
Like,
Indeed.
we had companies together. We had moving company. We had a restaurant in Philly. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you know what I'm saying? And had no place to live. Lived in the car, but we had the restaurant. Like we was getting it. Like he was sewing and knitting clothes and selling hats.
I know the story
selling
about
crap
serving
while we
burgers
was
to
doing all
Jill
this.
Scott. Yeah.
Word. We was feeding people like Jill Scott. We was feeding people like Floetry. We was feeding the neo soul people was coming in. Like, and they knew the food. They knew the food. Yo, matter of fact, I forgot. He cooked the food that was feeding the people.
Exactly.
I served the food.
Don't forget Jill Scott. Don't forget Jill Scott.
Look, yo, she would come into the joint, she would get the tuna joint, like, yo, I need that.
You know, to this day, I'm still jealous of Jill Scott because all he did was talk about Jill Scott.
She was a prominent person coming in for the love of food in Philadelphia. That was run by.
Hey, she might have been a queen, but you was the empress. Yeah.
I'm saying though.
You remember when she came through the Black Lily and shut it down? She wasn't even performing that night.
Yeah.
She just came through. She had a hoodie on. She came through the Black Lily and shut the whole shit down.
Yo, speaking of which, he made so many connections with the people in there up in Philadelphia with a Moon Scorpius Ray, who was doing something called Random that he was business part of. I seen it on stage. It was ridiculous. You know what I mean? When it first got started, him as an artist, playing, you know what I mean, instruments, singing. He could sing, he could cook, he could crochet, he could rhyme,
he could play chess.
He could bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? He could write poetry.
The mixed drink. Word.
Yeah, he could make
a cooler with the we made mad mixed drinks. Yo, we was the first ones doing that shit. Yo, we done flooded the states with that shit.
I saw it earlier. I see it.
Yo, but you forgot to mention Jay Electronica.
Word.
Jay Electronica.
Okay. So I was there. All right. So let me tell you the Jay Electronica story, because it was me and Biz at For the Love of Food, and we had met Jay Electronica as Brother Tim, who was a teacher at the school on Cecil B. Moore. That's how we know him. And so he comes up to us and he was like, yo, what's good, brothers? You know what I mean? He came up to get some of the food. He handed us a CD. And on the CD, it says J Electronica. And I look at it and I say, J Electronica. Biz is like, J Electronica. We was like, who's J Electronica? He's like, that's me. We was like, what? That's your name? Your name Double T. He's like, no, that's my stage name, J Electronica. You rock? He was like, yeah. He was like, all right. So we used to do this thing where we would put music in like on Friday, and that would normally it would be Funk Friday, and we would play from all the funk albums. But we put his album in, and lo and behold, whatever y'all heard 3-4 years later as his first album was the album he put in our hands directly. And after that, they had built a relationship and was planning on doing some work until Jay disappeared. He just disappeared. And then all of a sudden, he was with The Rock. You know what I'm saying? He was doing work with Nas and all and Eric and all that. He was out. You know what I'm saying? But like we was like a week before he went off and started, you know what I mean, doing what he's doing right before he did his thing. He was talking to us. He was talking to Biz about doing some work. When I
did y'all ever cross paths with Black Thought?
I did.
Did you ever cross?
I did a couple times before when I was in Philly before, and I think once we were somewhere and he was there. Oh, I mean, definitely at the Lily, but not really talking. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really talk to him too much, but he was always.
Because I said to Biz, like, because I was saying to Biz, man, if you get the chance, imagine a song with him and Thought.
Man, that's ridiculous.
That would be the craziest combination.
We hit a lot of the places, and we were literally in the, you know how Neo Soul was out, and then they had a B team of people who was their backup singers who was about to do their thing. Well, we was in that CB team.
I remember.
Era. We was. I remember. I mean, we was in the studios when it was creating the Jill Scott and the music albums in Jazzy Jeff's studio. So we were talking to the people. He was building with a sister named Tans and was trying to do some work with her, which was Jazzy Jeff's artist. You mean he was putting her music together. We was in there with Chef Word. We was in there with like all the MCs was on the Jazzy Jeff first albums. We was in the studios talking to them and building with them. But you know, things happen, things don't. And when we moved out of Philly and came to Atlanta, that just pulled us away from that. But we came down here like, all right, well, that's what we did there. We're gonna do that here. You know what I mean? And we did, but the way things move in Atlanta, you gotta really be tapped in and tied in. And whoever you are, that's the clique you dealing with. And if that clique ain't working this way, then you ain't going that way. And we was kind of in the clique, the RBG clique out here, the outlaw RBG clique that, you know what I'm saying, we was getting canceled, you know what I'm saying, before canceling was happening. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, every 9 months, we would take a 3-month hiatus off. It was time to take a break from whatever we was doing because, you know, we was on the shows on the outlaw radio show down there with Malik, and we was having that conversation about like when the police get out of their car, they out their office. You know what I'm saying? You love to shoot a nigga, but you scared to pop a cop. And we say this on FM radio. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the type of conversation we was having and we was building. But he foresaw what's happening right now with all these podcasts. And said, yo, if we do this now, when it really start happening, we're gonna be in there. So that's why he dedicated the time, the finances, the money, you know what I mean, the energy. He was putting the song list together. He was doing a lot of shit to make sure that Check the Rhyme show was happening. Dave the Baker, what's up, man? I see you working on your car, man. I want to give you the shout out. What's up, my Aquarius brother?
Shout out to Dave the Baker.
Yo, man, sorry I'm late, but
Nah, you ain't late.
yeah,
You
this
on-
shit had to
Right
get
on
done
time.
today.
Yeah, you know, listen, you know what
Never
business
early,
say.
but always on time, man.
Fact.
Yeah, and you know, if there's work to be done, do the work. You know what I'm saying? Especially since you can just put it on the phone and we watch and you get busy, man. You're not just a baker, you're a mechanic too.
Yeah. Take me back to the story with me and Biz. We was about to head to East Orange for one of them underground shows. Agony, you remember that shit? We met a lot of people out there, but his pops had just passed and he inherited that Maxima from him. And boy, it was a piece of shit. And he was like, "This ain't gonna make the Jersey, man." So we went up. We was on American Liberty. Went up to the AutoZone, and he had to get a whole bunch of shit. And I was like, "Biz, you know, I know we do loss prevention right now, but I'm about to steal a lot of this shit." And he was like, I don't give a shit. I was like, we got to make it to East Orange tonight, boy. I just started taking shit. I was like, put this in my pocket here. You need a lug nut. I got you. A wrench. No problem, bro. We sat there in that AutoZone parking lot, put that car back together piece by piece, and made it up to the East Orange, man. And that was a hell of a fucking show, man. You remember that Agony, that
$5
dusty
discount.
ass garage shit they had, man?
Ag's off right now.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
That show was rugged as hell. That's what we met. All them East Orange dudes, Grumpy, Dutch Master, fucking Big
Oh
Snub,
yeah.
rest in peace to all them dudes. Most of them dudes is gone, man. But that was a hell of a show.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
and before we go any further, I want everybody to know and understand this show has been brought to you by Dee Bronz. She made sure that everybody knew what was happening via text. She made sure that she got in touch with me. I made sure that we had a spot to go on and do the Knowledge Radio. Shout out to Knowledge Born Allah. That's my brother, peace to the God, one the devil. And she made sure that, you know, they went through and you mean keeping things motivated. So Dee Bronz, thank you very much for this moment in time. It is forever immortalized on Do the Knowledge Radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Let me say one thing real
Peace,
quick.
Dee.
Because we all know that Biz is loud. And I was sleeping one day and my eyes popped open and he said he wants his people together. He wants his music out. He wanted to be heard. And it nagged me. And I just started contacting his brothers. And as soon as I contacted his brothers, it was in the works. And I appreciate you because when he speaks, I listen.
That's what's up.
So it's been 10 years, and I can honestly say, you know, we still talk about this man like he's here today. We say WORD2BIZ. I've been in 2 major car accidents since I've been in Florida. I'm still walking. My life is WORD2BIZ. He carries me through everything. And, you know, we was talking about how we met Biz and everything. I mean, I'm not really going to go in full details of how we met and everything, but we were friends for years before we developed it into anything. And it was friendship that was real. If I didn't have gas, Biz was there. When his father died, I was there. When I didn't have rent, he held me down with no titles. We were just there. It wasn't no jealousy, no nothing. We just got to the point where life put us together and nothing could pull us apart to this day. And when I say the love will stay in my heart forever, I love this man dearly to this day. I'm remarried now, and my husband could tell you Biz speaks to him. He's here. He's in my household. He never leaves. I appreciate my brothers. I appreciate the world who takes the time, even when I just think about him, they feel him through me, and I appreciate them even listening and celebrating him that he's still here today because he will always be a part of me, and I love everybody for it. And at the end of the day, WORD2BIZ, and we're going to stay strong. And 10 more years from now, we're going to meet back up and we're going to still celebrate 20 years of the life of Biz.
Indeed.
There is no Halloween for me. You know what I'm saying? That's been Holy Day.
That's Clowning People Day. I act a fool that day. Everybody knows. You get clowned from the go to bed. I clown the shit out of everybody.
Everybody needs a clowning.
But lots of love for all you guys. And like I said, you guys have been my brother. I have a story. We had a barbecue one day, and it's right after I got married, and a group of business friends gathered around, and he said, "You see any of my brothers stranded on the road? Do you help these people?" And then he said, in return, "This is my wife. You see her stranded, you help her. This is 10 years out. I'm telling you guys right now, I will help you guys all. But you stranded, I'm here because I know you guys got me. Word of biz."
Word to biz.
Word to biz.
That's a fact.
And I apologize, my camera's out. I'll tell y'all the truth. I was biting on a chicken wing and I chipped my tooth. And I ain't going live with no camera.
Hey, see, I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
Like, why she not in camera now? It literally happened a couple of days ago. I'm working on it's gonna cost me $3,000. So it's gonna happen this week. So I had to get the money together. But like I was like, ain't no way. But Biz knows I'm here.
No doubt.
The chip tooth, man. $2,000 is a lot of money.
Was the chicken at least good?
I'm gonna shine fucking bright. That's all that matters.
That must have been the best tasting chicken in the world. It cost $3,000 on you.
I was mad at something because they walked at work, and then a patient looked at me and said, "I chipped my tooth on a piece of chicken." I said, "We're gonna sue these bitches." Ain't no way.
Wow.
But he opening doors.
That's
like
crazy.
I just got accepted into a major program in my job. They're giving me
congratulations.
It's like all these things is happening. Agony says he wished Biz was here, and I need Agony to know he never left. Every time we accomplish something, I'm telling you, he had part of it. This man has been by our side. You can hear him like he's standing here. And and I know you guys see that big ass smile. I know you see it right now. Like he's just standing here grinning.
And the laugh. And that laugh.
Yeah, and that laugh. He's just here and he's proud. And everybody that came and represented, like, I just know the love is there, and it warms my heart. It makes me happy. Like, just to hear his name. I speak his name into existence because it makes me happy. It fills my soul all the way.
Word to biz. Love you, sis.
Word to biz. Mark, and I'm telling you, Mark is right on my Facebook page. And it's just like I know him, like I met him. Like everybody that even touched base with Biz, he has a love that we connected throughout the years. I for a while I kind of blocked everybody off of Facebook, and when I went on there, I was surrounded by messages of people that I'd never met pouring their heart out. This man touched so many people's soul, and it's amazing that he even chose me to be his wife. 10, 11, 12, the day I will never forget. The day he made me his wife, and the day that I became family legally to all you guys. And can't tell me now. Ty has always been my brother from day one. Suniata met me before I even met Suniata. He was stalking me. We ain't gonna go into that story. Remember that story? You remember that story? But I got a lot of memories with you guys, and I just want to say I appreciate it. Like I'm just so came together, and I'm just happy for it.
Indeed.
I do not remember that story. Not that way. You saying?
Give us the real story. Give us the real story.
I had to find out who the hell she was. He was talking to me like, okay, word. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I told the story. I lived all the way in Long Island. Me and Biz met up every Sunday. Sunday night into Monday morning was our thing. So one day, Suniana's like, I met you sitting here describing my house to a T, told me everything. I went out to the car and smoked. Suniana sat in the fucking car from like 6 o'clock at nighttime to like 9 o'clock in the morning. Outside. Stayed there. Never saw him.
This is how we do. You know what I mean? This is that Biz has done that for it. On the reverse, he's done that with me because it had to get done, and I had to go ahead and handle something so we can get some things done. Somebody had to go do it. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, if I have to be face man, you know what I'm saying? He's Hannibal. Let's go get it done. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? So when he was face man, it was my turn to be Hannibal or BA, and I was in the car chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Missions accomplished. I love it when a plan comes together. Y'all just have to know Biz to know and to understand. You know what I'm saying? Things was done. You know what I mean? We was gonna do it, but
indeed,
we went through some things, and I can tell you right now, his food was so good that if you certain people in Philly, if you say for the love of food, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I remember that over top of the Wafe, that spot, they had that food popping." Facts, and that was him doing the cooking. I only did the breakfast, you know what I'm saying, but he was the cook.
Biz is really my inspiration because we was doing that since high school. Biz would come over to my house, we cook, we share recipes with each other. We be at Jink's house, me and Biz would be in the kitchen side by side. We in there cooking. You know what I mean? That's how we did it. And actually, I'm taking it further because I'm moving on to my endeavors with the cooking and the culinary stuff. And I'm trying to put out myself and my food out there off the strength of a lot of the stuff is inspired by a lot of the stuff that I do now, even after all these years. Biz is one of the reasons why I'm taking this cooking stuff seriously. He's the reason why I took music seriously. He's the reason why I took myself seriously. You know what I mean? He's just like the best friend that a person could ever have. Because
that's the truth. Word to Biz, that's the truest statement ever.
He's one of the people that helped shape me as a man. Feel me?
That's superhero shit, y'all. That's why we talking about him 10 years like he was there. Superhero shit. Character
and
shit.
super intelligent.
What? Ridiculous. Yo. Genius is being able to take the complicated and make it simple. Holy fuck. This is what he did. Like, jokingly, he could do it. And he had jokes. Shit was funny all the time. Well, if you was intelligent, it was funny all the time. If you was dumb,
he was like Dick Gregory.
If you was dumb, you wasn't getting it. We was laughing half at you, half at the joke. Facts.
Yeah, he was like Dick Gregory and Dave Chappelle rolled into one.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Speaking of which, if we get
Chad Merck, BIZ BRONZ. For years I've been frozen, cause I'm the chosen, pressure was thick. Dove in with no Trojan, wasn't clever but sick. Got burnt by this bitch called life, trying to maneuver. With grip so tight, it sucked me in like a Hoover. The devil clutching my ankles, pulling me down like stocking caps over Mars before jukes in the town. Look at me now, a reasonable man with reason to rhyme and grind with unbeatable plans. Through the season, I'm seasoned to leave you bleeding. Pleasing the fans so you can peek so much, but don't glance so hard. Hoping to ruin focus, only left with eyes bold and surprised of what you despise. Bring closer to the captions, heal with eternal rapture. Blessing bodies after the fact of the matter came alert of what you exert. Your energy get broken simply with effortless work. I rhyme for those who listen, and not for those who display, for those who put bits in. Forbidden to enjoy nature, no longer sacred, but it's still hidden, driven like the pair of snow. Stuck to the concrete for weeks, so I resurface through the cracks and I attack with my feet.
I speak a language universal. Check on how I use it. I'ma never stop speaking it. Check on how I use it. I speak a language universal. Check on how I use it. Check on how I use it. Check on how I use it.
I'm a Superman, work the high road, live on the lowest lane. I've learned there's no Novocaine for the truth's pain. I'm just a capillary flowing like a main vein with no shame. Now the game's not to be like those that became vain. I'm looking forward to the past like rearview glass for those that don't know the half. I help them do the math like an abacus average that's been rewarded with asterisk. Anyone could bet a buck when your ass is what you have to risk. Do your actions get disastrous? Or do you play it safe like deposit boxes and hand your fellow sheeps over to the foxes? I stay on point to guard my franchise like the Rockets, cause I'm just trying to get a leg up like a drop drop kick. Haste, miss, wait, slow down or end up belt notches. Your ass and I'ma burn you cause I'm hot shit. Imposters with ringers on they rosters can't knock us like hustles. We creep and pull heat like cold muscles. I'm the one holding all the cards like it's my shuffle. What's the deal? I'm strapped with steel like belt buckles. That's the way the cracker chips and cookie crumbles. I don't need a steed to roll weed and not tumble. Remain humble and keep an eye on your mumble. You're in trouble. Tap out or scream umble. I introduce you to the sound of silence like Garfunkel. Cause Simon said suck his dick and what's this? You're still in the game, probably licking your lips. I smoke 2 L's and a Cool J for old time's sake. My raps be tracks with bats until the beat breaks. I only drink wine designed from rash grapes. So my mind designs lines you can't help but double take like Siamese kleptos. I'm the only answer for myself like echoes. I make foes face red dots like freckles. You better hide your Dr. Jekyll's bad side, for I leave you wetter than the man baptized. I roll with prime suspects, hobos and bad guys, all of whom will leave you with the maggots if you act fly.
Check on how I use it, speak a language universal. Check on how I use it, I'ma never stop speaking it. Check on how I use it, speak a language universal. Check on how I use it, speak a language universal. Check on how I use it, I'ma never stop speaking it. Check on how I use it, speak a language universal. Check on how I use it, check on how I use it. Check on how I use it.
Oh man. Check out how I use it. Yeah. What? Yo. Did he put that? He put that video together himself too, didn't he? Yo, where's Merc at? Oh my God. That right there.
I hit him earlier. I sent him the link, so I don't know if he's gonna jump in or not, but I sent it to him.
Man, it was that type of lyrics, you know what I mean? And if I remember correctly, that was old at that time for both of them. Both of them. Yeah, there you go. Molehill Mountain. That's the album.
Yes, indeed.
J.D. Nero, what's good, man? I see him in it. Listen, he was putting the videos together. He was, you know what I'm saying, cutting it, splicing it, doing all the editing, and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? If he would be here right now, what the shit he would be doing right now. The shit he would be doing right now with all of this. If he was doing that then, what would he be doing right now? Ridiculous.
Soon, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a story about that video. So I don't know how he put the video together, but I was in the studio with him and Chad when they recorded that. And after they recorded it, Biz was like, yo, Ty, you got a verse to spit. And I was like, nah. And I end up recording my first and only song.
I heard that song
studio
before.
Session.
I heard that song before. I know that song. I like that shit too.
I mean, it was cool, but that brought me back to the first time I was ever in the studio with Biz, and that was with Marcus. We had been me and Marcus had been drinking like 151 all day. I don't remember where we started. I think we started like in the back of Jackson High School, and we walked through Springfield Gardens, which is where I used to live. And the producer at that time had a studio in his crib, and him and Marcus went in and recorded Calicos and Flows. And to my recollection, like I was twisted, but I remember them doing that song in one take. And the name of the song came from Marcus coming up with the hook on the spot, which was it's all about the calicos and flows, bringing drama to your foes. And him and Biz just spit the craziest verses I ever heard. And it was just like, it's hip hop lore. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day, man. Yo, Marcus, I don't know how you remember it, man. Chime in on that.
I remember the first time we played that in front of the Jack. My boy Jason, he had a car, he had a whip, and he was parked outside. And we gave him the CD, and he threw it in the car, turned the system up. I mean, everybody was out there dancing. It was crazy. It was crazy. And what's funny is that was the first song I ever recorded, ever in the studio. I was 15. I think we was in 10th grade. I was 15. It was either 9th or 10th grade. I think I was 15 and Biz was 14. Because I'm a little bit older than Biz by a couple months. So like when I turned 15, Biz will turn 15 right after me. And I think we was around 15 at the time when I first recorded that song. And you know, to this day, that's one of my favorite songs to this day. And I've recorded a few songs, but that's one of my favorite songs.
Same, bro. Same, man. Both of y'all killed that.
Man, if anybody got a copy of that, please send it my way. I gotta put that in the archives.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, feel free to jump in with your stories, you know what I mean, and your discussion and how you feel about Biz. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate love the fact that you on. You know what I'm saying? I see you, JD. I see you, Nils. You know what I'm saying? But holla, you know what I mean? Say what you got to say.
Say with your chest.
Say with your chest, Lulu. Man up, dog. Hey, man, every time something happens where I be feeling like, man, all I hear is man up, dog. That's all I hear. You know what I'm saying? Can't cut that shit out, man. Is you crying, son? Is you crying?
I had a dream. I swore this dude had a whole conversation with me like, yo, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? You know what I mean? You need to get up. You need to get back on your Dean, bro. Like, what is you doing? Like, I've had situations where I felt like, damn, this shit is not gonna work. What am I doing? And Biz is like, yo, the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, yo, you need to get up off your ass, and you need to go do what you need to do. You need to go handle your business. You know what I mean? That's the type of person he was, though. You know what I mean? He used to always give me that pep talk. When I was lacking or when I was falling off on shit, Biz would catch a whole attitude with me. Wouldn't talk to me for days. Cuss me out, not talk to me for days. And then after a while, you know, we back rocking. You know what I mean? Like shit never happened. That was the type of relationship we had. And it was nobody that could come between me and him. You couldn't say nothing about him. I remember I got into it with somebody behind them talking about Biz behind his back, and I'm there, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna talk about my man when he's not here, because you damn sure ain't gonna say nothing when he's around. You know what I mean? That's how I was.
Facts. What's good, man?
Yeah, that's for sure.
JD Nero, what's good? Nils, what's good? Yeah, y'all gotta unmute your microphone so we can hear you.
Peace, y'all. I'm good.
Some days I feel like all I know for sure that I'm assuming. I gotta search with a sixth sense of humor to find anything amusing. I get a few wins, but they only come for losing. I try to better myself, but things around me ain't improving. What do you do when the trouble brewing? Comes in varieties that make your life spicier than cumin. My man say sugar cool and they paying the bills, so there's no snoozing. Even at night I peruse the sky and reflect like rumors. At times I feel the air in my lungs is an intrusion, yet I find one soothing. Plus they keep the pen oozing. It's like there's only one choices there for the choosing, so I stay stuck at an inconclusive conclusion. Yet after a recap, I resume with the same summary. Now even when I'm high, I'm feeling like there's nothing under me. And what's more funny be is people come to me for insight on how to get right and get a heaven invite. Fuck if I know, but yo, I give my honest opinion to none, so you'll still feel the effects once I'm gone, like hit and runs. But it's no accident that I speak so swiftly on drums. There's always voices in my head and nothing's ever said and done. Even when what's said's been done, it isn't up to expectation. I'm at the end of a trail of clues that lead to speculation. The language that I speak's interpretation. My logic and creation call for segregation like the birth of a nation. There is no peace, I'm just disturbing the patience. It's all real, I shit you not, like constipation. My mind's caged in by society's invasion. People should be worried about soul searching instead of the soul saving. It's so amazing how you can feel the realness but can't grab it. If what you're looking for is the truth, then rumor has it. Stress never leaves, it just layers like cabbage. I'm just an irregular Joe that's above average. And now I'm enemy number one, cause what I speak is the truth. My back bears the weight of the world, my soul bears the burden of proof. My back bears the weight of the world, my soul bears the burden of proof. My back bears the weight of the world, my soul bears the burden of proof. To tell you the truth, I feel like my life is an effing lie. Blessings only come in disguise, rain only comes from the skies. Even when the sun shines, it only hurts my eyes. On the days I'm not present, like plans a pleasant surprise. I got friends that hustle coke and friends that hustle fries with a coke on the side. Use each other for alibis. Got something no one else wants and claiming it's my prize. Tried on a million shoes, ain't none of them my size. Got a mind full of wise, disguising itself as wise. Wanted to be deep, but ended up deep pride. Still peak game with 3 eyes to daily. Avoid my demise, so I never die. But pass boost through my jeans without the Levi's. It's the poison in the purest tear. A newborn baby cries when lies were necessary just to spread that lady's dive. People 35 and wise up like that vision deep tide. Seeking to new lows, trying to reach new highs. Nobody wanna bake, but everybody want pie. Same people want heaven, are afraid to die. How you plan to get somewhere if you scared to ride? I guess we lost sight of the goal, cause our eyes on the prize. Welcome to Molehill Mountain. Yeah. Welcome to Molehill Mountain. Welcome to Molehill Mountain. Welcome to Molehill Mountain.
Y'all need to go make sure you pull up, get them streams up, right? When they say that, get them streams up. Yeah, it's on YouTube. BIZ BRONZ, no E on the end, Molehill Mountain. Go listen to it. You know how I know it's there? Because I listened to it. I downloaded it. It's on my playlist. I listened to it today, the whole thing. Intros and all that. You know what I mean? So go listen to the album. Go listen to the music. That song is going to be on there. Listen to what he said. He said that, man, 10 years ago. Y'all slow. Y'all slow. For real. He was on it. He's been on it.
Police will rush you. Them
Batman, them love
they
to
bust,
touch
they
you.
guns we bust
They
too.
guns
Then
we
they
bust too.
Cause it's a crime when I left pop and the piglets laying down with a neck shot, trying to make us all dread Scott and send us back to their plantation. But I'd rather put them under carnation. 400 years of drama. I can't forget they raped my mama. Then cousin Vex they killed my papa, but them not. When they flood the hood with crack rocks and killing on women and children in the bad blocks, I fight for the right, but not to party like Ad Rock. It's to get free, and if I have to, I'll blast cops. But in the first degree and say that I'm worthy of the death penalty. So if I'ma shoot the sheriff, I'ma shoot the deputy and anybody else who see that might.
Like he's on up a mission. Police better keep their distance. I kill them, listen, the revolution's here. Black A's on up a mission. The pigs better keep their distance. For bust off the spilling is clear. Yes, your soul, I'm taking broke caprice and loud and decent, cause your role is flagrant. Contaminate our teachers found with the reasons to keep us confined. Prison our minds, there's nothing else to do. Condition the brainwash, they aim at blue and mash him for lashing. I'm blasting for practice, smashing, shooting at G-Dub. Clashing crackers that's relaxing, kicking their feet up. Thick in the dawn sweet, we grew up playing tackle on concrete. You want beef, I bring the cattle. And the cavalry with lassos and the rifles for survival for you assholes that want to battle. So the only way to solve this solution is to wave and blaze the revolver for the revolution.
Shit, I'm the best in the East Coast, and I squeeze toast, ride around in a whip full of weed smoke. I'm that dude, like it or love it, sell 1 million records, still have a fight in the public. You the reason that your man shot, should've had the blame cop, cause you know them pigs fouler than the ham hock. You know the rest, I'm the beast, you a pest. King Kong in the flesh, banging on his chest. I spit crack like I swallow my pack, plus a bottle of yak. And the truck's full of hollows and mats. Man, I never beg on my knees, I'ma do it right. Fuck the feds and the D's and the blue and whites. Fuck the force, the army and the navy. My army take the government to war like Haiti. You ain't worthy, nothing that you do hurts me. And next time I'ma give you a reason to search me, faggot.
Shit. This illiterate and chillin', rapping for these Benjamins. My militant remembrance will lead me to a sentencing for killing all these innocent women and these children from innocent civilians who stole us from these pyramids. Never ever mention they forefathers was the immigrants discovered on a pilgrimage in town full of Indians. No permission entering, came with a vivid diseases that was sickening and set these new predicaments. Constitute amendments, then they kept amending them. Colorful jokes, they was fighting for a difference, for a land which they own hand that they build it with. Instead of grabbing guns, they been cotton for some chicken strips. You chicken shit. I ain't tap dancing for no Mrs. Smith. Grab her by the throat and throw her face up in the with your ignorance. Voting for adult realizes honesty, democracy, economy built upon hypocrisy. Seems like you don't mind to be victim of the sodomy, extortionists and robbery. When chaos turn to harmony, Star Spangled Banner, black stars up in the slammer. Presidential propaganda in the paper on camera. Your mama, she slaving for some rent up in the basement in the misty BC payment. We ain't far from that statement. Uncle Tom on the crack slum. I got them choppers that go boom, boom.
I believe that we are again engaged in a great civil war.
Oh yeah. What? There you go. That's fine. Yo, who playing the music? I don't even know who's playing the music. Which one?
I don't know, but we need to keep that going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Biz is playing the music.
Oh, okay. Good looking, baby. What song do you want us to listen to next? You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Skeletons with mice up to your head, begging me to kill them. When I do, they become grateful that I show no weakness, flowing frequent like a cold at the preakness. And Papudini, while my Jordan use telekinesis to soak ears. My flow sick like trichinosis, and once it soaks in, have body chosen through osmosis. Better notice or take notice and learn swift. We misfits, round pegs and square holes. Y'all sissies in queer clothes, but I got a straight eye. Been sent to finish this ridiculous infantile maliciousness. Pussies with tough images, asses 2 sizes bigger than they bridges. Yes, I say get ignorant to niggas with hard to start and stay till it finishes.
Yo, he know how to set a verse off on some real shit. What? Set a whole song on.
I got 4 or 5 cells that eat ligaments for lunch. I bring the heat to any city like Dwayne Wade.
Papa shit king, bro. You got the link.
Like Dwayne Wade. Y'all niggas rocking different pearls like I'm playing games. I'm drinking Henny till I hurl and I'm spraying things. I could care less about the team and who you run with in my hood. Niggas is in their teens with a gun, bitch. That's why I keep the black ratchet tucked inside the black jacket. Whoever, wherever, however you wanna act jacket. And it's a rap, nigga. I'm about to clap niggas. For what it's worth, pick up the chirp and hit the scrap, nigga. Like, let's get it done. Go ahead and get it done. It'll take a minute to finish, nigga. Let's get it done. You'll feel a rap soon. It's more than rap tunes. If I don't shoot you, I'ma leave you with a stab wound.
Yo, King Bo be talking that shit, bro. Yeah, he be saying that shit. But I seen him do half of that shit, so I gotta back it up. I seen him I seen that shit anyhow.
You may bark like a dog, but walk like a cat with a heart of a fish in a weak spine, a yellow back. 20 wanna settle that, put a metal back, that's kettle black, right where you pedal crack. Motherfucker better duck quick, run up bust a full fifth. Leave your brains leaking like when you force it, better get a bull fifth. Cautions, yo, insane and speaking. So you better take caution, I canvass like J. Rue plays through amateur.
Murph, where you at, Murph?
Like camera blaming you. It's a rap
It's not right, Murph. You old, man.
Motherfucker better slam it up. From shot firing, top firing, slamming you. Like superstar Billy Graham himself official. Right, men's is frail, got men's in jail. Mad as fuck, ain't nobody sending the mail. Will sell your stomach like ginger ale. Won't stop feuding, won't bring it on like Gabriel Union. Intruding your movement, schooling you students are losing, cause confusion. So I come to politely, suits not jerseys, shoes not Nikes. I'm clocking in Brooklyn, a 25th hour, deal on the bus like Spike Lee. Shiesty better represent, never hesitant. Delicate, alright, we take away your strike like the suck peppermint.
Salute. Major. Salute. I remember that video. Hey, yo, you know what's funny? The aspect of what he's saying, telling niggas to get ignorant when niggas supposed to mean being ignorant, is the double entendre on inside the double entendre. You know what I mean? Two negatives turn to the positive. You know, you understand it? Two wrongs don't make it right. Yeah, dude, stop lying. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? If we're gonna be niggas in their mind, then get ignorant. But he's saying some intelligent shit, but he's saying it with chutzpah. You know what I mean? Everybody see what I mean? Like, yo, it made so much sense, and it was confusing at the same time. But only it was like it was that thing that would test your mental metal. If your mental metal was proper, you got it. If it wasn't, and you thought it was proper, ting. There's a ting right now. I didn't wait. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? You mean get ignorant, my nigga? Get ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And do what you're supposed to do. Since you can't do nothing else but be an ignorant nigga, right? Then do what you're supposed to do and get that shit done. And this is how you do it. Yo, he was giving direction to ignorance, giving order to chaos 10, 15 years ago, and was doing it literally in every circle that he was in. Wherever he went, he influenced the quality of people. You are a different quality person after meeting Biz. You know what I'm saying? And it was ridiculous. I had never seen that. And listen, I went to the Million Man March with one group of people, and I left with a whole other group of people, because that's how many people I knew. At the Million Man March, I had choices. So I know a lot of people, and I've never met a person who had that type of connective influence on everybody. It didn't matter. Like, you could, even if you didn't like the dude, you had to do something to better yourself to beat the dude. So you were already a better person just by meeting the dude. This is just how it was. So in a day and time where you see these young folk disrespecting people when they pass and stuff like that and transition, because Biz ain't never left us. We still here. We know everybody here, because Biz knew them and introduced us to them. That's the facts. So that being the case, he's still here. And he's here strong. You listen to the music is playing right now. Listen to the lyrics, what he's saying. And he made this music too. Let's not forget, he created music. He produced music. You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, yo, you want to get on this? Yeah, boom. And then did something with it. At a time when people wasn't doing that. It was so early, he was on CD Baby. Right. That's what I'm saying. So, just y'all just got to understand it and know what's going on and what's happening when you hearing these lyrics. We watched him live this. We've seen the type of person he was. His younger brother, Russ, rest in peace to Russ. Russ and King Bo was working and dealing with, you know what I'm saying, making moves with Uncle Murder and making moves, over here with Fred the Godson and doing moves with Beanie Siegel. You know what I mean? They was on their grind, and they got into the art, learned the art, listening and watching Biz. You know what I'm saying? And then put their thing on it. But you know that they had to go through Biz to be like, yo, is this hot? Is this not? You know what I'm saying? He's the say so in that aspect. So he's affected 2-3 aspects of hip hop, generations of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And
trend setting.
Trends before everybody else is having these conversations and doing this, he's doing it. Before you was a woke ass person, he was having those conversations that you having right now.
Facts.
Things that you hearing Kendrick talk about, he's talking about in his music.
Yo, Sundi, that's real talk. I'm sitting in the dining room now where I sat with Biz, and it was Russ Blade, rest in peace, Russell,
rest in
and
peace,
King Bo. They sat here with a composition notebook at this table.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Biz came in. We had just finished smoking a blunt, came into the crib. And his brother, his younger brother, and his man, King Bo, was like, yo, check out this rhyme. Yo, let me know what you think of this, man. And if it didn't get Biz approval, it wouldn't get recorded. It wouldn't go to the next level. But if Biz looked at it, gave it the wink and a nod, and you know it was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was that dude, man.
Truth. What? Who got that music? Play some more of that music. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all don't understand what we understand.
You gotta unmute your mic, Uncle.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to hear you.
I was reading. I was reading like, okay, I know what he's saying. I was feeling it though, because I know what he was saying.
A Calico the flows.
You got it?
No, I was wondering if somebody else had it. I only heard it one time. I want to hear it again. I was hot.
See, listen, they told you it's a classic, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yo, I'm gonna dig into them cassette tapes, see if I can find it, man.
They got the cassette tape. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man!
If I was home, I would have died in the crates.
Yeah, when Bill was doing all this, he was somewhere else. He wasn't even in New York when he was doing most of his music. I forgot where he was at. Cause I was trying to get in contact with him. He's like, Uncle, I'm not in town right now.
Yeah, he was in Allentown, man. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, he was in PA, Allentown, Philly, Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. I remember being in Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the last part. You know what I'm saying? I was the B squad. You know what I'm saying? A squad is on screen, but I was the B squad. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's really funny? It was like
Nah, it's just two parts of the A team, brother. Always
I feel you.
one
You know
team,
what
man.
I'm saying? I was season 4. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind though. I don't mind. But it was like this. I've always had a younger energy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm born in 71, but I be telling people, man, I'm gonna be 30 till I'm 100. I don't even know what you're talking about. I act like that.
You know
That's
what
what
I'm
it is.
saying? You know, yeah, shoot.
But
I
Biz,
feel you with that, man. Shoot.
Biz, he was an older soul spirit, and
Yup.
it was almost like a switch, a reversal of age type thing, but not like I know how old I was, so I can talk to him that. And I talk to 70-year-old people like I was there. But me and him used to talk to 70-year-old people like we was there, like we know that, and we the same feeling they had, we had, and they would respond to us. But he was younger than me, but like 7, 8 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
So I got to experience the youth part of his youth again with you mean while we were traveling doing what we was doing. He got to experience the elder part of me, you know what I'm saying? And we got to exchange that, throw it back and forth, see what was right, what was wrong, what could work, and create all new experiences in our mind that created the experiences that we went through later on. And like I know for a fact he was never concerned about the transitioning part. He
Nope.
was concerned about how he was living his life.
Yup.
And that was the most important.
And his part in the music. And his part in the
Say
music,
again?
you know, his part in the music was important too, you know.
It was, and I would see the things he lived, and then I would see him write it down. I see him make a song out of it. I was there for like a quarter, 2/3 of some of that shit. And I was like, oh, all right. So it was just amazing to watch it happen on a regular basis, and then to
I still have all.
see
I
who
still have
he really
all.
who he was.
I still have all his rhyme books right now in the garage box.
What'd she say?
She says she still has all his rhyme books in a box.
Oh, that's dope.
That's dope.
Yo, D, that's archival history. You gotta archive that, man.
Yeah, most deaf.
Still got his rhyme book.
I can tell y'all something. One thing about Biz,
Yeah,
man.
I'm eating, y'all.
Y'all hear me?
Oh, I can hear you loud and clear, Mills.
Yeah.
I tell y'all something about Biz, man. Like, no matter who he did music with, he always went back and brought it to us.
Right.
He always introduced us to whoever y'all were.
Yup.
We may not have seen y'all in the physical, in person, or none of that, but he always brought whatever he did with somebody or whoever he was dealing with. Yo, check this out. These my peoples from over here. Like, he always made sure he put us on and showed love to whoever it was he was doing the music with. Like, he always did music with us. Like, we started on a 4-track. We started on a 4-track in a basement, in an attic.
Yeah.
On a 4-track. On a 4-track.
In the crib.
In the crib. You know what I'm saying? And I heard somebody else say earlier, like, whoever, like, with the music, you got on a track with him, he elevated you. In this day and age, we call it like he pushed your pen. So if you did a track with him and he heard your verse, he will always say, "Yo, that's cool, but I know you could do better." He would push you to do better. Like he had that in him. Like, yo, I know you nicer than that. I know you nicer than that. that verse is cool, but go ahead, do something else.
Yeah, I feel kind of cheated because I only got to work with Biz on one video. I feel kind of. I didn't really get to work with Biz like that, man. I got to do at least I got to do one video before you know.
Man, I wish somebody like Agony could pull up some old MUM tapes or something.
Oh yeah, he in BA.
Yo, Nil, shout out to Mixed Up Minds, man. That was one of my introductions to Biz in the group, man.
Exactly, that was
Peace,
us.
brother.
Yep.
That was
Sure.
us. Definitely.
Yeah, and you guys.
Place called Molehill Mountain. If y'all never heard the saying, make a mountain out of a molehill. It's where things seem bigger than what they really are. And motherfuckers don't pay attention to shit that's important. So I search with a sixth sense of humor to find anything amusing. I get the humans, but they only come for losing. I try to better myself, but things around me ain't improving. What do you do when the trouble brewing? Comes in varieties that make your life spicier than human. My man said chill, but cool, they paying the bills, so there's no snoozing. Even at night I will the sky and reflect like home was that time. I feel the air in my lungs, it's an intrusion, yet I find blunt soothing. But they keep the pen moving. It's like there's only one choice in there for the choosing, so I stay stuck at an inconclusive conclusion. Yet after a recap, I resume the same summary. Not even when I hide, I'm feeling like there's nothing under me. What's more funny is people come to me for insight on how to get right and get a heaven invite. But yo, I get my honest opinion and none. So you're still feeling the effects once I'm gone, like hit and run, but it's no accident. That I speak so swiftly on drum. There's always voices in my head and nothing's ever said and done. Even when what's said been done, it isn't up to expectation. I'm at the end of a trailer move that leads to speculation. The language that I speak's interpretation. My logic and creation go for segregation like the work of a nation. There is no peace. I'm just destroying the patience. It's all real. I shit you not like constipation. My mind's caged by society's invasion. People should be worried about soul searching instead of this soul taking. It's so amazing how you can feel the realness but can't grab it. If what you're looking for is the truth, then rumor has it. Stress never leaves and just lay it like that. I'm just an irregular Joe that's above average. And how I'm end up being number one is what I speak is the truth. My bad is the weight of the world. My bad is the weight of the world. My bad is the weight of the world. To tell you the truth, I feel like my life isn't nothing. My blessings only come in the skies. Rain only comes from the sky. Even when the sun shines, it only hurts my eyes. On the days I'm not present, like plans a pleasant surprise. I got friends that hustle cold and friends that hustle fries with a cold on the side. Use each other for alibi. That's something no one else wants. Claiming it's my prize. Tried on a million shoes, ain't none of them my size. Got a mind full of wise, disguising itself as wise. Wanted to be deep, but ended up deep pride. Still deep game with 3 eyes and daily. Avoid my demons, so I never die. My pack through my jeans without the Levi. The born girls till a newborn baby cries. My God was necessary just to spread that lady's thigh. People 35 and washed up like that fish in deep tide. Sinking to new lows, trying to reach new highs. Nobody wanna make, but everybody want high. Say people want heaven, all afraid to die. How you plan to get somewhere if you scared to ride? Guess we gon' side of the goal, cause our eyes on the prize. Welcome to Molehill Mountain. If you feeling that, make some noise, don't be afraid. Welcome to Molehill Mountain. I know y'all got problems too, I know I ain't the only one. Welcome to Molehill Mountain.
On a level where we're guzzling Henny. Being poor hurts the soul, so we'll hustle and study. The streets is deadly, and the innocent ain't ready for the terror inside. In the land of suicide, drive-bys, the homicide, sex, drugs, and lies. Sex, slugs, and cries is unheard. And police in the streets that blast, he the one word in his death trap. Where the poor get left back, and the rich will get richer selling drugs.
Aggie, that's you. Who's playing this, man?
Only the strong survive, and the strongest those who chose to do what they do to stay alive, 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 stay alive.
The writing's on the wall in the ghetto. You can get it all in the ghetto, or you can take a fall in the ghetto. You lose if you stall in the ghetto. No rich or poor, it's only big or small in the ghetto to settle. Problems men brawl in the ghetto, brawls often. Escalate to metal in the ghetto. It's life in the ghetto, it's death in the ghetto. The writing's on the wall in the ghetto. You can get it all in the ghetto, or you can take a fall in the ghetto. You lose if you stall in the ghetto. No rich or poor, it's only big or small in the ghetto to settle. Problems men brawl in the ghetto, brawls often. Escalate to metal in the ghetto. It's life in the ghetto. It's it's death in the ghetto. My inner vision is broad like peeking through the keyhole at a prison is. My outer essence is encapsulated by inner city kids with ice cold visages who either never spread their wings or try to get too high like ignorance. They reppin' their villages, misguided but militant. I'm polished but be brighter than a filament. Appear lazy but hustle diligent. The music's living every day, the best be killing it. Hard times are rite of passage, turn young girls into a villainess. Some never leave, some living hopes to make a pilgrimage. So many questions, one is what realness is. At times it seems a tool for the living that building is. No second chances, and faster than that, a New York minute is. Most times a smile is where the isdom is. Faces are only happy homes for grimaces. Old folks know where the wisdom is. Usually they make good points like the builders of pyramids, but few be hearing it. You stay tough, cause if you ask, you gotta stay tearing it. On the run, barely bearing it. Every level of existence got some fear in it. Every other cup got wine to bear in it. Although disguised in some way, each eye got a tear in it. Everybody heart and soul needs some tear in it. There's a straight and narrow path, but most fear from it. Kids lose their innocence quick, never begin to hear from it.
Staying alive, praying our lives get better. In the search for truth and ways to get cheddar. Today you may get a clear understanding. The bit of poverty in the world, we've been abandoned, damned in this hellhole. Where they sell souls and tell those brothers and sisters they ain't worth it. It's never ending, but we're forever spending time in the world designed to let stress take over our minds, and it's working. I'm certain that you wish you could stop. From more kids on the blocks to the shit with the cops, to licking them shots and killing our kids, spilling our ribs. We're dealing with bids. You know how that is, but we ain't gonna stop till we're on the top, and we're able to take care of moms and pops. In this world, only the wise survive, and the wise is those who chose to do what they do to stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive.
The writing's on the wall in the ghetto. You can get it all in the ghetto, or you can take a fall in the ghetto. You lose if you stall in the ghetto. No rich or poor, it's only big or small in the ghetto and settle. Promise man brawl in the ghetto, brawls often. Escalate to metal in the ghetto. It's life in the ghetto, it's death in the ghetto. The writing's on the wall in the ghetto. You can get it all in the ghetto, or you can take a fall in the ghetto. You lose if you stall in the ghetto. No rich or poor, it's only big or small in the ghetto to settle. Problems man brawl in the ghetto, brawls often.
Into the mountaintop. We got some difficult days ahead.
I'm gonna be back in, y'all. I'm gonna let the phone pause for a quick second and come right back in.
Into the mountaintop. We got some difficult days ahead. A state of war.
We come out here, we have a fight. Go, tell it on the mountain, spew it like a fountain, out in the open. Who cares if your English is broken, as long as your thoughts are provoking. Intelligent responses and nonsense is absent. Break it down and feed them fragment, but don't let them get stagnant, stale, meat, weak, or frail. Make them feel your words like a chick reading braille. With a clitoris, trading in her innocence, in attempts to acquire the knowledge of ages. But all she receives is a book with blank pages and an ink-drenched feather. Hard days with bad weather, harsh winters with thin sweaters, and a pushy more weather, cause the dick gets harder and the dick gets better. But when she realizes she's fucked, she gets the blues more better. And I ain't talking all that jazz, I'm talking about hard times getting all in your ass.
Into the mountaintop. We got some difficult days ahead.
I know y'all heard what he said. You ain't hear what he said. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Oh my God. He ain't done though. Yo, he ain't done though. What he say?
Go, shout it on the hilltop, shout it from the rooftops in the city in the boondock, shout it when the boom drop. Then again when the snare hit, shout it to the jungle drum, attack them when they fear hit. You can see it in the blues of their eyes and whites of their lies. So you shouldn't be surprised that our woman wasn't shit. Then they know between their thighs it's the poison in the purest if a newborn baby cries. When rape is the reason why he has green eyes and light skin. Acts of water made his kin the white men. Our enemy is in our DNA, so we can't see the fucking even though we know it happens like TNA. Fuck what'll happen to me today. I'm free to say, fuck the police and the president, cause they're lower than excrement. We living in a world full of hypocrites, so even though I know the ledge, I get ignorant and jump off.
We got some difficult days ahead.
A state of war.
When we come out here, we have a fight. Into the mountaintop. We got some difficult days ahead.
A state of war.
When we come out here, we have a fight.
Free people will never remain free if they are not willing, if need be, to fight for their vital interests.
I'm high so much, it's like sobriety's a new drug. Hatred is rampant, and no one wants to rescue the love. These vegetable thugs get diced up in the midst of beef stews. When shady moves get reviewed by the shrewd fools, confuse themselves, trying to outmaneuver the sharper shooter. Stop me if I start to lose you. As I use the depths of my mindset's Karma Sutra to procreate light in a darker future. Where you a mover or shaker, breadwinner or baker, pusher or shover, giver or taker. I get down to the grit like Quakers. My pardon, I beg you, you'll thank me later. Can I kick it like Dave Akers? I hope you take my flow to heart like pacemakers, cause I put my heart into it every time I pen scrape papers. And stay focused like lasers on War Star to face this force without the use of lightsabers. Ooh, shy, things ain't gonna get no easier. Ooh, shy, things ain't gonna get no easier. Ooh, shy, things ain't gonna get no easier.
We told you 15 years ago.
Things ain't gonna get no easier.
You can bring your trouble, we gon' progress through the struggle. We blatant to your subtle and huddle for high power. We snuggle tools and readjust the hours and shower your D-lights with savior. Just to get you craving the praising of the Most High's amazing. Footprints we following, so dark and hollow and black and hard to swallow. If your mouth is full with idle chat, I'm the role model that broke the bottom, not my back. I throw away that rap for the ox. I can't hear you battle when I rattle shattered glass in the box. God product is fast like the air Esau. Asa, rise and stops this mainstream like we're eager like a beaver when we jam. But you gon' stand up all my cold like I'm old when I cram my fable on the table of they scam. I refuse to scram. I got some land in the hand on the land that's stolen. Give it back to man, red, black, and golden. For pushing wager what was spoken people hoping not for nothing. Knowing.
Things ain't gonna get no easier. Ooh, shy, things ain't gonna get no easier. Ooh, shy, things ain't gonna get no easier. Ooh, shy, things ain't gonna get no easier. My enemy got my soul on ice and he's no remedy. Evidently, can't they see me living in the penalty, boxing me in aggressively, me and my fam collectively, torn between hunger and integrity. But if I let the worst out of me, then my enemy got the best of me. Now I'm forced to empty a remedy to my destiny. But I'm just an MC, good thing my backing is heavenly. Now I go where he sends me, but how shall he send me? Man, oh, in the sky, that's it raining, and they worship American idols, claiming that this land is Canaan. It's amazing your mind when schools is ingrained in confusion and using grooming to cover pollution of personalities. And it's so sad to see tears from your own eye perspective. But when the next guy cries, you neglect it like it ain't connected to the same hole we all fall from. I can chat rap till I get sore gums, and y'all listen to whacker cats till you get more dumb. Forfeiting the two tools, trying to add on ones, not doing the math, getting older, trying to act more young. While I save my cake and snack on crumbs, I continue to split the lips and sound whack on drums. At the present and the fender and the average son, on behalf of man and 3 times the ladies going half on sons. Ooh, shy, things ain't gonna get no easier. Ooh, shy, things ain't gonna get no easier. Ooh, shy,
You're gonna have to rewind and listen to that last verse again. Y'all gonna have to rewind and hear what he said 3-4 times before you hear what he just said. I'm telling you. If you think you know what he just said, you do not know what he just said. You have to go back and listen to that slowly, bar for bar. He's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.
Soon, send the link out to everybody who's on this live stream right now, man.
So way too aggressive, your softness offensive to everything that know to be progressive. This from extensive experience, the truth come clear with us, and them false expectations are clearer. Sinclair never to getting steering us out of our character and concept. We rather the boy. Action is constant as in constellations from the dead history I'm raising through the stories I'm embracing like a mason in on my end. From the door to the arching then to my end. Wisdom cipher 1, 2, stopping you relying, counting, buying, consuming, they lying. It's what you do, not trying. Are you staying flying? Who me? I am preparing my people to penetrate the atmosphere. So if you stay in here, the third ain't disappear. Make it clear, create a future where we keeping nature near. No time for charity, and every scene in between must be seen with no fear. We raise without red to recreate a situation separate of a nation in the days of global demon domination. Supersede, survive, replace them. Replenish my people with the proper inspiration.
This is an open invitation.
Proper inspiration.
Things ain't gonna get no easier. Days are gonna get darker before they get brighter.
We told you, ooh, child, things ain't gonna get no easier, but before it gets lighter, it's gonna get heavier before it gets lighter.
Hatred is rampant, and no one wants to rescue the. Got hard times on my hands, and they fit like a weight of the world on my shoulders, so I'm scared to. Can't even stretch my arms out to receive her. The only handouts I receive are when push comes to. I pay the bills, but share my home with rats, roaches, and try to clean up, but after years of problems swept under. I got a mountain in my living room, so I bought a bigger broom. Fuck what you call me, I'm gonna stop being a nigga soon. As I make it to the top of this hill, and that's gonna take tests to kill. Once I complete my rite of passage, I can finally stand still, cause I reach my peak and my soul is filled. So as I start to feel like I'm oh so ill, I look down 3 feet and ask, oh, who made a mountain out this
molehill? Made a mountain out this molehill. 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 No. Before I let you, things ain't gonna get no easy. Y'all trying to get comfortable. Come on, get ready for that hard thing right before you get to the good thing. That's just how life goes. The pendulum. He told you about that.
My hood ain't gonna get no easier. Your hood ain't gonna get no easier.
Look where we at now. It done got so easy for people that a little bit of difficulty makes them lose their mind. But he was telling them, I mean, we was telling, but the idea for the song came from him. The beat came from him. Both of them, from one child to two child, was about, hey, everybody's just be happy about some shit. Hey, we got to tell you something different right now. Get you ready for what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? And that was 15 years ago. Them songs is 15 years old. Easy.
Facts.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? This, what? Yo, he was way ahead of his time. Way ahead of what, you know what I mean? Like, whenever I got a chance to write with him and we got to do something, I knew I had to come in and say whatever I was going to say, but he allowed me the space for me to be me in a world where MCs was like, nah, you got to do this, you got to do that. And he was like, nah, do what you do.
Facts.
Hey, I don't know if I like, nah, he like, yo, did you like it? Nah, then you redo it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you liked it, then I understand why you did it from an artistic point of view. You ain't got to sound like me, I ain't got to sound like you, but you saying some shit and I heard it. I was like, thank you, my G. What the fuck? And he respected the aspect. Like, even if you wasn't the nicest, if you believed in you and you were, you know what I mean, you were doing something that was you and was authentic, he fuck with you. If he was authentic, he fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And would say, I think I can help you do that better. Mm. But if you took the advice, you took the advice. If you didn't, it didn't matter. He still fuck with you.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm talking. That's
me,
what I'm talking about.
Me and that dude.
Sound like your mic cut out.
Where you at?
I thought I froze. I thought, oh damn, I froze again. That was Ag, you froze, man.
JD
What
Nero,
up,
where you
player?
at, bro?
I'm here. I'm here. Home getting ready to leave out for work, but I'm here. You know, I was trying to speak
Man, look.
earlier and it cut off,
Peace,
but
brother. Peace, man.
peace, peace. You know, I wanted to say exactly what the brother said earlier was correct. One thing about Biz is he definitely came and the dude was saying earlier, like, no matter who recorded music with Biz, he brought it to other people, and he always brought people around each other, and that's absolutely right. Biz would take me to studios and take me to places. I'd be like, I don't know nobody here. You know what I'm saying? He'd just be somewhere deep in Queens and be like, yeah, this all family. And I would just be embraced by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people I met in this room, it was through Biz. You feel what I'm saying? And it was always love. And so I just wanted to say that real quick. Like, I don't remember who said it earlier before the music, before that video came on, but it was absolutely true. He would come and say like, yo, look what I did, or bring you around people and say, listen, this is going on. Come be with, come be with us. Come chill. And it was always love. And so, I don't know exactly who said it earlier, but they hit it on the head. That's exactly how Biz was. He was very communicative, and very much about uplifting the people he fucked with. And it didn't matter if people knew you or not. He just like, yo, come on, I fuck with you, so we're gonna go over here.
I don't know if you guys
True indeed, brother.
I can
Yo.
hear me now. I had to put these headphones in, but I was trying to say something earlier. Um, regarding to Biz. Me and Biz never had one single argument about anything.
Same.
Nothing. Never had an
Same
argument
here.
dispute. Never,
Agreed.
never. I never had an argument with that dude. In 20 some odd years I knew him. Not one single dispute about anything. And that's
I
crazy.
think the only thing I disagree with him is that he liked the Mets. That's about it. And
That's
I'm
it.
with the Yankees. That's about
But
it.
that was right. But that was okay. But that was
His
okay.
was crazy. We all may have disagreed with Biz at some points, but there was never no arguments.
Yeah.
Never.
I can say as
Yeah, yeah.
we just got to a point where we know we had things had to change. We had a discussion, but it was never an argument. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, I
That's
don't
what's
even
up.
count him like I don't even count him like in the best because that was just a thing, and that was just one of those poor choices in his life that he had. But that's okay because we all can't be perfect. But but he did, but he did, but he did like he liked the Giants and he liked the Knicks, and I was like, cool, dude, you're all right. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, bro. Like what I'm saying. Yeah, poor choices. You know what I mean? But that was just like
I can't say that I share the same sentiments. Me and Biz
Yeah.
argued like siblings.
yeah, yeah, I know.
Um,
Yeah, y'all did.
but we
But
love
that's what brothers
but,
do, right?
but we loved each other. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
I could argue with him, but you can't argue with him.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Right, 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 right.
Marcus, you
Because
the
he would tell me
exception, not the rule, yo.
yeah, because he would definitely tell me like, damn, this nigga Marcus, man, I'm trying to tell him, he's not listening. I'm like, yo, y'all, yeah, that's y'all, man, that's y'all relationship, man. Like y'all just y'all just go back and forth, like. But it was always like respectfully, and it was always like love. Um, you know what I'm saying? So it just what it is. I remember after I got the news, and that's still something that still bothers me. It always will. It always haunts me to this day because I got that news from Ben when Ben called my phone and told me what happened that night he passed, and that was like really, really a shocking blow to me, and it was really rough for me to hear that, and I didn't know how to react to it, and even still, it still bothers me, of course, and it still hasn't even filtered all the way in that dude is not here after all this time, it still has not sit in. It doesn't sit right in my spirit that he's not here. And going into his room was like just one of the hardest things. That I took that picture of him when he was in high school, and he was, and that's when he had the flat top kind of thing going on, and It's still like one of my favorite pictures of Biz, and I just always think about that day. But it was very hard for me. But I've always appreciated the gathering we had for him at his homegrown service that we had. And that
Oh yeah.
photo was one of the dopest. That photo that I got on my page is one of the dopest photos, man. Like, because I felt all that love that everybody had for him. Everybody showed up. I seen dudes come through for
Indeed.
Biz, that came through for Biz that I had seen it in a couple. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real, kid. Like that was real. You know, people turned up for that, turned out for his homegrown. You know what I'm saying? And that I appreciated that. I appreciate everybody that showed up to that joint.
And if you remember, Ag, that day it was beaming that day, and it was, you
Sure
know,
was.
for being in the fall. But that's to me
Yeah.
the radiance and the energy that was, you know, charged, in that day from the atmosphere. You know what I mean? We all
Right.
came together as a family, man, and it was a beautiful, bright, sunny day, man. And that, to me, that just set the tone to me for his homegoing, because it was, everybody was positive energy, bro. Nothing but
Right.
positive energy.
It's so wild because I'm like, I just, you know what I'm saying? I see King Bo is in here, bro. That's the big homie too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
King
Bo,
Bo is
man.
in the
See,
building, man.
hey,
King Bo is
Bo.
in the
Listen, I
building.
King
was
Bo, King Bo, where
King
you
Bo in
at?
the
Where
building.
you at, King Bo?
Yeah, what's the word?
I squeezed
Yeah.
toast. Listen, we've been listening to the music, and you on like
Yeah,
three of these
that's
tracks,
another
man, with Biz.
right.
So,
Another
You already
nasty
know that's big bro.
another nasty MC
that's
that
what it
I
is,
thoroughly
man.
enjoy listening to and putting his music out, man, and giving us his music coming up there, man. That was a blessing too, man. Like him and Russ, man. I tell you.
Peace, Bo. Yo, I just told him the story of how you and Russ was up in the dining room asking for Bo's approval, asking for Biz's approval of what your composition books look like, man.
Yo,
Yo.
that was everyday life. That was everyday life for
Yeah.
a minute. Like every Sunday, like church. Believe it or not, it was like, man, all week long you get had and chef up there, because Biz had he had the mother load of books, like. You know what I mean? Like I remember from the time I started rapping, it was like intimidating just looking at all the books he had sitting there. Like, damn, what the fuck? Like, all that's raps? Like, that's all music? He like, yeah. So it was just like always inspiring, to a point where it was like, now all week long, me and Blade just be, we'd be in school doing whatever the fuck. But the main goal was just to write as many verses, as many songs. Cause Sunday, when it was time to sit down, this motherfucker had the Bible in front of him, so it was like ongoing. He had so many different books and so many it was crazy. So
I'm telling you, man, you be hard pressed to keep up with that dude at that time, man, 'cause he was in it. Like
I ain't gonna
Biz
lie,
was
man.
on it.
That was what whatever I became to be is you know what I'm saying? It was that level of inspiration right there, because it was like I knew what he was gonna do consistently, you know what I'm saying? So it was like now, you know what I'm saying, me and Blake was just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We got, and he wasn't gonna sit there and tell you he liked it if he didn't. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So,
right, right.
so at the end of the day, it was what it was. We had to come with it. And all week, I ain't gonna lie, every Sunday, I lie to you now, we sat at that dining room table. Everybody, after a while, I started to have a couple of composition books. I started to feel like I was doing something, but he was still writing and still piling on to his shits. And it was just like, jeez, man, yo, just chill, take a break. Let me catch up a little bit. Man, that shit was, he's still piling on more books. I'm like, man, what the fuck? So we did those dining room table ciphers was priceless, man. I couldn't even explain the level of, you know what I'm saying, you, because yeah, y'all know Biz was fucking dope, man. He was dope. He was one of the sharpest knives Like, you know what I'm saying, that I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. So, like, to have to spar with him every Sunday was difficult. But it's either gonna make you or break you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I remember once I finally got his approval, because you know we did get to a point, you know what I mean, where you know we would sit down and you know we would be like, all right, fuck the books, like, you know what I mean. Now, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I had my books up, he had his book, he still had more books, of course, but you know I had enough books now for him to respect us. So now we put the books aside, just start freestyling and shit, and then just start doing other types of shit, you know. And that smile that he gave you was all the approval that you needed. When you know when that's all he could do is look at you and nod his head and smile while you was rapping.
Right.
Word to Biz. Word to Biz.
And you knew what that meant. You know what
Big
that
fact.
meant, like that smile and that nod of the head that you could tell he was into it, and he was just smiling, that genuine big ass child. It was a big kid smile, like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what that meant. That meant like, yo, oh shit, like nah. And then you know, as soon as you was done, he was gonna be ready to jump right in, because you know what I mean. Like, it was fire, man. It was fire, man. I love that shit. I miss that shit. Like, for real. I'm always gonna miss that shit.
I still hear his laugh in my head too, like just randomly. Like when you got Biz laughing, that was it, bro. Like he would just go and he just start laughing, and he had that distinct laugh, and you knew that it was funny
Hell
laughing.
yeah.
Like you knew you got him when you got him laughing, because he
And his
he
laughter
was a
always
jokester.
followed with sarcasm. Like,
Yeah,
it was
right.
always it was always some
Because
sarcasm
he's a
involved that
jokester,
made him
right?
laugh. Yeah,
Because he's a jokester. He's a clown. Like he's a
yeah,
clown. He don't show
certified.
it, but he's a clown, kid. Like that was him. Like you had to get him
Nah,
to that point,
seriously,
but he was always a clown. He always had
seriously.
jokes, and I think that helped him with his rhymes too, because he was always funny.
Yeah,
He's a
funny as
funny
hell.
dude. Yeah, he's a funny
Funny.
dude, but it made his rhymes crazy because it kept him thinking
But
about other shit.
if you notice, most of the nicest MCs, they got jokes.
Yeah. And he
Like you look
definitely
at
had him.
Pun, you look at
Right.
Biggie, you know what I mean? Big L, you know, they got them ill slick lines, but it's always it's hitting, but it's also got a little slickness to it with the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Yep. And I always miss going
All
to his
fact.
crib, miss going to his house and setting up for them barbecues, because he was always good for the barbecue, and that's what everybody would come through and just hang out. And his mom is there, and Russ be there, and Deanna be there, and everybody just come through and just have a good time. I miss them barbecues we used to throw in the summer times.
Not to get off topic, but who remember that one summer where Biz was selling nutcrackers?
I remember that.
I remember that shit.
Biz had me
I remember.
on a park bench in 40,
Sure did.
laid out.
I remember that. I remember that.
Twisted.
That's not on topic. Ain't nothing on topic.
Twisted
Ain't nothing on topic.
Huh?
Ain't nothing on topic when it comes to Biz. Definitely remember them joints. I remember him selling them shits. Absolutely remember him selling them shits. Because I think I
Them
got
shits
some.
was good too.
Yeah, they
I
was.
don't know if he
Yeah,
put
they sure
crack
was.
in them or what.
Space
they
Games
definitely
and
was.
Baisley Projects with GS, yo.
Yep. Absolutely. That's a fact. He was definitely pushing them joints. And he had them too. I'm like, where you get these shits from? Like, he's just making these show like, yo.
I ain't gonna lie, it's funny how the world going today with everybody moving vegan and doing this, that, and the third. And I remember, like, at times I used to be in the kitchen, like, from like, and he be in there whipping up some shit and it smelled great. And I'm like, yo, what you making?
Right.
And and when he started to tell me what it was, I'd be like, oh nah, man, what the hell?
Stop
At the
hating,
time
bro.
I wasn't.
Stop hating, yo.
Nah. Listen, my brother. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be the first to admit I wasn't ready yet. You know what I mean? At that time, at that point in time, I didn't get it. I didn't understand what was going on and how it was happening. I didn't understand. You know what I mean? But you know, smell is 70% of taste. So I'm sitting there smelling the shit, and I'm like, yo, it smells great. But I like he was literally like the first person I know that was like fully jacking that lifestyle. Like it wasn't about like following trends and you know the shit that's going on today kind of you know what I'm saying. It was like he was like the minority for real because like nobody around him like was like doing that shit. Like as far as like you know being right there, me, Russ, whoever, like you know what I'm saying. We was all like, damn, we still eating Franks and all kinds of shit and doing whatever. And it was like, damn, like you know, because we was younger, you know what I mean. But he was on some shit, and I'll be the first to admit right now when somebody's right, like you know what I'm saying, because like right now, man, the food game is disgusting. Like even though it's real trendy right now, it's also kind of logical because like you know the shit that's going on with meat and all of that kind of shit is just like I can't like you know once you have knowledge of you can't even you know participate anymore. So you know right now you know I'm still eating fish, but yeah.
All right, man. Hey, man. I just
Hey,
think.
you gotta crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
Hey
King
man.
Bo, I don't know when you got on, but we shouted your name out earlier in this live
Yeah, we
stream, man,
definitely did.
because they played a few
Hey, I was
joints,
hey.
man, where yeah, take it, Sunday.
No. I was gonna say I was popping shit. Like I sent him the link. He better get on here. He better get. I'm
Yeah,
popping
nah.
shit if you don't show up. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? But
when I
yeah.
first clicked the link,
True
the shit was
indeed,
telling
true
me
indeed,
some
man.
bullshit. I couldn't log on, so I was like, all right.
Yeah,
And I clicked it and
I had to
tried it
come off
again.
of.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was
Matter
telling
of
me
fact,
something.
Bo, I'm gonna give you an angle from the other side. Now, like Biz used to, you know, from the Big Brother side, you know, he used to be telling me about you and Russ, and he's like, you know, he'd be giving me the critiques and the hard love, like, yeah, they got to still get this going on or whatever else like that. But I'm gonna tell you, that's like if you remember when we had the showcase at the Pyramid and y'all was doing your thing, you know, it was like watching him was like a father looking at his son getting his first hit at baseball or something. He was proud of y'all, you
Yes,
know, was
sir.
happy y'all was doing your
Yes,
thing.
sir.
Y'all tore it down and represented, you know. He had that proud look in his eye. I was like, okay, so they ready now, right? He's like, yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I know the look you talking about, and you know that shit right there was even more inspiring than the amount on the composition books. Was you know what I'm saying? You know, just having the person that actually created that mount on the composition books. You know what I mean? Give you like salute you and say, nah, man, go ahead. Like y'all ready? Like, you know what I'm saying? I had y'all sparring with me in this fucking dining room for years, and go ahead, y'all ready? Go get them. Like, don't you know? And you know that, like, it was nobody that we feared getting in the studio with, or in the. It was just, you know, we knew at that point that we could tangle with anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, all right, let's do it. And that confidence alone, like was different, man. And you know, he always just preached, stay smart, stay sharp. He always told us, you know, ain't nothing gangster about being dumb. And that was like something that I'm gonna say stuck with me. I taught my son that, like, you know, that very same line and quotation marks I got right from Biz mouth. Like, you know, because you know some of the dudes we was hanging around with, he ain't like. And, you know, he used to be like, man, listen, man, like, you know, y'all don't need to be with this, that, and the third, and, you know, whatever. And, you know, that was his main thing is just be like, man, listen, you know, I don't care about, you know, if you think this person holds you down, whatever, they stupid. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't, you know, and always be smart. Ain't nothing gangster about being stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that was like one of the realest gems, like as far as personally, like just as far as character. You know what I mean? It was never like, you know, always educate yourself, always try to learn something every day, always push yourself to, you know, because I ain't gonna lie, man, that was a smart motherfucking dude right there, man. Like I ain't gonna lie to you and act like I was just telling my wife the other day. It was funny because like for like the last, I'm gonna say maybe 2 years or so, I just been on a real rant about how money's fucking everything up with like just the world and the people, and it didn't hit me and realize until like a week ago. I was sitting there and I was like, oh shit. I said, I'm fucking turning into biz because one like me and Russ used to like side eye each other. Look, when he started kicking this money shit, no, I don't need no money. Fuck this money shit. No, he go on his rants. Me and Russ used to be sitting there like as young as we
He definitely
was.
used to say. Yeah, he used to say that shit.
Yo,
Too.
fam, we
He
thought he was
definitely used
crazy
to
as
say
hell
that
when he
shit.
was saying that shit. And we used to like look at each other, and it was like a private joke with me and Russ. We'd be like, "Oh shit, Biz on this crazy shit again, talking about this fuck money shit." And you know what I mean? And like that was something we'd be like, "Oh shit, just let him go and just chill, like just let him finish." You know what I'm saying? Because he passionate about that shit. When he start that shit, it's like, all right, unless you really ready to get into a 3-hour conversation. Don't challenge nothing he got to say right now because he got the facts to back up anything he's saying, and you open that fucking can if you want. So we used to just be sitting there like, oh shit. And I lied to you now. About a week ago, I was sitting there like, and she was like, man, you always been ranting about this shit. And at that point, I sat there and I said, oh shit. I said, damn. I remember once upon a time I used to like think this shit was a joke when Biz was saying this shit. I used to be like, oh, you crazy. And I'm really like, nah, he was just like years ahead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a smart mother. He was smart, man. Highly intelligent. And I was blessed to have him around so many years. Like, all of us was, I'm sure. Like, because you learn so much from a brother like that, man. Serious.
Yeah, absolutely, man. For sure, for sure. It was just a crazy.
Real,
It was just a
real
crazy
talk, bro.
ride.
Thank you, bro.
Definitely had the blueprint. Wise beyond his years. Wise beyond his
Facts.
years. He's an old soul.
Indeed.
That's what the echo is about. You understand? The echo is him. He got jokes. You know what I'm saying? He said he want to hear it twice.
I believe it.
Whatever you said about me, I want to hear it twice on the 10th year. Yeah.
I believe it.
Matter of fact, Sundi, I was joking in the chat, but get into scalps, man. Who came up with that? You or Biz?
Yeah, no. Say all right. So this is what it is. First of all, we want scalps of Nazis.
Right.
Those are people who have not seen the show.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right.
Who've not seen the way of the
who came
path
up with
that
it?
we're
You or
teaching
Biz?
you, or you just don't see. I came up with it, but it's because we want to go see Inglorious Bastards.
Glorious Bastards.
And we walked out of the theater talking about, I want Nazi scalps. Did you kill a Nazi today? I killed a Nazi. I'm killing Nazis because we just knew it was okay. You could say I killed a Nazi.
I remember that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how we was going from that point on. And I said, yo, I want scalps. I need people to get me 10 scalps a show. Get 10 people to come watch this show. And I want my scalps. Yes, sir. Yeah. But it was definitely a Biz experience inspired situation, and it just worked for the show. I still want my goddamn scalps. You know what I'm saying? I'm still.
We always gonna want the scalps, man. We always gonna want the scalps. That's not gonna change.
My goddamn scalps. But yeah, no.
I wanna ask because for me, I think everybody's answer would be different. I think it'd be kind of cool. But for me, I'm gonna tell you what Biz put me on to. It could be anything. Y'all can say whatever it is that I can remember. But for me personally, Biz put me on to like one of the funniest movies I ever fucking seen in my life. And we was in my crib and we was smoking, and we used to smoke. And at the time we was smoking, sometimes we listen to like comedy shit, like we play like old comedy, listen to George Carlin or Richard Pryor or something like that. We just fucking rolling, listen to that shit. But the one movie Biz put me on to was fucking Snatch when he put me onto that shit, that's one of the funniest fucking films I
Guy
ever
Ritchie.
fucking watched, bro. Ever watched. And we watched that shit high as shit. We was
Hell yeah.
hysterical, bro. I was like, yo, this movie is greatness. Never seen it before. He showed me, he said, you gonna watch this movie tonight. I was like, all right. Smoked up, rolled up, 2 L's in. I couldn't stand it anymore, bro. I was like, yo, I can't take it anymore. Like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the
You say snatch.
Yeah.
Yo, anybody who knew Biz, you might have never seen
Put me onto
this
that.
movie in your life. If Biz told you, yo, you need to watch this movie,
Yeah.
you're gonna watch
Fact.
it and it's gonna be great facts.
Yeah. Shit. It was the same way with the books. You ain't read this book. You need to
Yeah.
read this book.
Same.
I'm not gonna lie,
That was
like
the
that
thing.
influence
That was the
was
thing
straight
when we
through the
lived in
roof, bro.
Reading. We get movies, get some L's,
Yep.
eat, and turn the movie on, cut the movie on. That's what we did when we was in Reading. That's what we did.
Yeah.
I mean, watch movies, smoke, eat good, and just chill. You know what I mean? That was our thing.
I ain't gonna
And
lie,
it be
man.
got it be
Like,
King.
I know. Biz loved that movie. Russ Blade loved that movie. He even like sampled it in one of his records. And that shit like just it didn't click to me. Like I used to always tell him that, like, yo, y'all are crazy as fuck. How y'all watching this shit? Like that used to like make me like feel like I was retarded or something. Like I couldn't understand what the hell was going on. I was trying to listen to keep up with the jokes and the shit, and like, yo, they was different. They used to be sitting there crying, like. They be like, man, you don't know what the fuck, you don't know what you're talking about. They, we used to just sit there. I'd be like, y'all
That
crazy, like.
movie, it was that movie, and it was also he put me on to Blazing Saddles, and I had never seen it.
Prop.
And that was another movie he had me watching, and it was crazy because that movie
Proper
had a
fuck.
message. That movie had a message in it, and it was dope because of the way Mel Brooks did it. But it was hilarious. Those are two movies I remember
True
definitely
indeed,
putting
man.
on.
What I missed that. Y'all wasn't coming in now. You said Blazing Saddles?
Blazing Saddles, yeah, he put me on the Blazing Saddles too.
Yeah.
He
I
put me
gotta
on the
check that
Blazing
one out.
Saddles.
I'm gonna check that one out. I just know
Yeah.
Snatch used to make me feel like I was stupid. I used to be like, man, I don't know what's going on. Like I couldn't like maybe I was smoking too much weed. I don't know what it was, but I was just like, I don't know what's going on
Hey.
right now.
You coming out the whip with the weed smoke, bro. That's how it was, man. That's how it used to be. You open the door, it was Cheech and Chong outside of your door.
And Biz used to come.
I literally seen that shit numerous times.
And sometimes it would just be like my crib. My crib was the spot because I had, moms used to go to work at night, so my crib was open for the L session. So everybody
Talk
came
your
to my
shit,
crib for
Sean.
the L
Talk your
session,
shit,
bro. Like
nigga.
everybody came to the crib for the L sessions, and sometimes it would just be Biz. It would just be Biz and Ty would come through sometime, or just be Biz or Sudiatis would come through sometime, or just be Biz. And Biz would come, he hit the phone, yo, got the crib free tonight? Yep, come to the lab.
Yeah.
Come to the lab. Got L's, stop by the store, got some whatever, you know what I mean? And we was good to go for like 3 hours in that room, just chilling and smoking.
Yo, no lie. We be in Sean's crib, and it would be Liquid Swords against Illmatic.
Right.
And that's all we do for that night, yo.
Right. Playing right. I used
Like,
to
come
play
on.
music.
Like, how can you
Playing,
do that?
we going right. Playing music off my old CD player that had the radio CD attached to the shit, like the five changing stereo system with the CDs. I had all the CDs already lined up. So we just put the shit on shuffle and just let that shit go. Just let that shit go.
Yo, Agony, we was at your house when we did the final Nas Jay-Z battle. We did that at your house. We went through all of the albums. We went through all of Jay, Nas. We went through everything, and we tallied it up there.
Right.
Yeah, we tallied it up there, and off of that tally up, we went across the country having this argument. Nas did
Sundi,
not
who
win.
won?
Jay.
Sundi, who won?
Jay won.
Jay won.
Jay won lyrically, but his popularity, Nas' popularity did it because basically Jay say double and triple entendres Nas don't even think of. And you
But who
have
win
to
it
know
now,
something
though?
to know that Jay
Who,
say.
who
Oh,
win
he
it
doing
now,
it
though?
now. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
Jay's batting average went down and his went up.
Nas got it down.
Jay winning.
I mean,
Jay
he stopped
winning
putting out
still.
music. You know what I'm
Nas
saying?
got the crown now. You can't put out that many albums, bro, in that succession, and the majority of them joints be smoking. And Nas put out some smoking joints, so I got to give it to Nas this time.
Nas got the Jordan double three-peat now.
Yeah, Nas is doing his thing. Nas is doing his thing. After the Godson album, he said, "All right," but I'll say this. He got rejuvenated because what Jay did to him. Plain and simple. If Jay don't do what Jay do, Nas is not doing what he's doing right now.
And I appreciate Jay for waking the beast up. I appreciate Jay for waking the beast up. That's all I'm gonna say.
He woke up the sleeping beast and he smacked his ass.
Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Ether
I mean?
was the clapback.
But this was, but again, this is what.
This was our argument. We never liked
Ether.
Ether.
The Rob show was though. This is what it was. It was about us going back and forth, checking the music, checking the lyrics, checking the rhymes, checking the production, see who did what, seeing how they stacked up against this era or that era or what MC or showcase, or we would showcase a certain MC for that evening and play their shit, or we showcase a certain genre of music and play that shit, and oh, this is where the sample came from, oh, this is where this sample came from, oh, this is where this, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was trying to put the masses on the shit that these other radio stations that were nationally broadcast wasn't really doing, but maybe 15 minutes out of the day, you might get an hour of them dudes
Right.
if that much of them playing that kind of music. We was doing that shit every week for 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours playing that kind of music.
So, has anybody hit y'all recently or recent times asking about bringing back Check the Rhyme show?
I got asked about it. It might have been. I'm trying to think. Actually, it might have been Dave the Baker that was actually asked me about it before, if I can remember. But I feel like a piece of me went when Biz died with it, and I feel like it's just where it was at. I want to leave it how it is for a minute, but I wouldn't be opposed to bringing it obviously back on a platform where I knew we could do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not opposed to it, but like I said, I cannot lie to you. I can't lie. When he passed, that shit like this, it broke me up in a lot of ways for that.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? I was glad that we got together and we did the reunion show after that. You know what I'm saying? We went back to the studio for DWI studio. We did the reunion with MRC and D was
Right.
there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did that. You know what I mean? But Sylvie was there, of course. Like, we did that. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
like I said before, I still don't fully believe he's gone, and it's after all these years, it's still something I haven't really fully like accepted. So it just is what it is.
It can be revamped though. Saying, I mean, in honor, you know what I'm saying? Because the flip side of that is, you know what I mean, it would be a shame for what he did create and what we did have participated in just to go to the side when the conversations is like we still have better conversations then than these niggas do now. That's a fact.
Because it's authentic and from the heart. Because we live and love this.
Yeah, that's why
we live and love this.
I'm not opposed to bringing it. Like, if you do it,
yeah.
I'm with it. I mean, I'm with it. I do it, and it's crazy. What is crazy is we got even more content to talk about now than we had.
This is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna stop you right there, man. Agony, I gotta stop you right there. you know that anything we say today is going to be looked at crazy,
Oh, I
especially with
know
these
that
terrible
too.
fucking artists they got out today. I have
Mm-hmm.
nothing good to say about that shit. We ain't gonna
But here's the
have
flip
nothing to
side.
talk about, bro. Nothing good. We're gonna get
No,
canceled first day.
Nah, but we can put that on the flip side though.
Nigga.
There's a lot of dope. There's a lot of dope artists that's not getting shine, but we can create that
You
and bring
probably
back the
right.
platform to give them that light.
Yeah, you definitely got to revamp the platform because, like, man, these mainstream artists is terrible. We dealt with the underground. We got to go deep underground now.
It's not that.
We got to
Trust
go
me, it's not
deep.
even that. It's not even that deep or hard to find because it's out there, bro. It's just that we forget about, let's say, these iHeartRadio. Basically, all that's like GMO. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's out there.
Listen, we'll cancel the cancel culture. We'll be
Trust me.
the culture that we'll be the show to be like, whatever you think you're gonna do to us, you can't do to us. We already did this.
That's a
So
fact.
you know what I mean?
And
Shut all that shit down. We're gonna
I
say what
like
we're gonna
that.
say. You know what I mean? And by the time they be like, well, you can't be on this station or well, we got our own shit over here. We just figured it out how to do it.
there
We
it
do our
is.
own
That's
shit,
a
and
fact.
now everybody's coming on there. I mean, because it's
It's like
easier.
the Honorable
We
Elijah
doing it right
Muhammad,
now.
man. You got to give him. They ain't giving them a choice. We got to give them that choice. You can drink. All you see right now is the dirty water. We got to give them that clear water. You dig?
Yeah, right.
Give them that
You know what I'm
option.
saying? Both liquid, both with the alcohol and without. You know what I'm saying? And don't tell them which one it is. You know what I'm saying? Drink that shit, nigga. Drink that. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday it was water. Today it's pure grain alcohol. Whatever. You're gonna enjoy that, John. So, you know what I'm saying? One way or the other, you're gonna take it. It's so possible for us to do it because look at what we're doing right now. You know what I mean? But we got to be able to monetize it because everybody got things they got to do and pay for in life. You know what I'm saying? And this is the time and all that. But we have enough opinions and we can all draw in enough music that to really bring it in. And you know what I'm saying? Instead of having just a hub and we the spokes, just be the whole wheel. You know what I mean? And paint that motherfucker. That was Biz's idea. Paint the whole tire.
And I'm gonna keep it funky. I think within these 10 years, I mean, just like Dee put out the bat signal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's time to form like Voltron, man. Put the band back together.
Hey, we putting the band back together, the Blues Brothers, man. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Listen,
I'm
did a
always,
show.
I'm always down to cause a little ruckus within disturbing
To all you
things. Like
motherfuckers.
I'm cool,
oh yeah.
right? I'm
Count
cool
me
with
in.
bringing the agony to a few niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
doing what they need to be doing out here. This hip hop game. Because I don't have shit to lose. Because fuck you. Like you fucking, you know what I mean? Like y'all, I don't care, bro. Like
Right.
I don't, y'all not. You get mad if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, please
Right.
give me the publicity. Give
You
the show the
can't
publicity.
cancel us.
Right.
Can't
Whatever,
cancel us.
man. Like, we don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, be upset. Be upset.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
if Gangsta Shirley was on here,
Oh.
listen, bro.
I know.
Yo, forget about
I think she's at
it.
work. I think she's at work. I think she
Forget
works. I think
about
she
it.
works
But
nights.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, we would be able to say anything because she said it all anyhow.
Facts.
So if she said it, we're just gonna follow it, and they're not gonna cancel her. They only cancel the guys saying shit like that. They don't
Word.
cancel the women saying this shit.
Just give it to her. Let her lead the
So,
way. Hey, go ahead, girl. Say what you got to
right,
say.
give it a rock. I'm coming through. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying let's
And
we,
they
we
love
need to
it.
think about that though, bro. I need a hobby. I need a hobby, man. What better way to
There's a way.
destroy
I
these
mean, obviously,
fucking
clearly there's ways for us to do it because we're able to do this. So I mean, there's, you know,
Sit down.
we got between everybody, we all got connections to something. So
Indeed.
it could do. It could be done. It could be done. Even if we got to
Let me
take
say
turns
this.
hosting on different nights, if we all chip in,
Let me say,
it can be
yeah.
done. We can do it.
So
We can do
so
it.
we know Biz is a big sports person, right? And so since
Yeah.
Biz was a big sports person, what do you think he would say about Tyson Fury and the African brother fighting tonight?
Boombaye.
I mean,
He
are
would
we are we are we
he
to
would
assume
say
that Tyson
he
Fury's
would say
supposed to
it's a
lose?
joke.
Because I don't know if he's gonna lose.
He would
Because I
say it's a
mean,
joke. He would say it's a beefed up version of what's the guy's name? It's a beefed up version of Mayweather and what's the dude's the MMA boy? What's his
Conor
name?
McGregor.
Conor
Right,
McGregor.
right.
Conor
That's
McGregor.
what he would say. But
Right.
how about that Tug album? Anybody hear it?
No,
The new Tug album?
Tug got an
That's
album.
what he would say.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
new Tug album.
No, I
Oh,
did not hear it.
I didn't hear
Fool's
that.
Errand.
No, I didn't.
Book 1. Oh, y'all tripping.
No, I didn't hear it.
Y'all are
I didn't.
tweaking right
I
now.
was not. I was not aware of that.
You
Oh,
guys are
You know why?
tweaking.
where is it
Tell him to
at?
send it to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
I
streaming
would like to hear it.
platforms.
Okay.
All
Okay.
streaming platforms. I was
Let me go check.
listening to it on Tidal.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go. Let me check that then.
Speaking of which,
Me and Jinx was
Yeah.
having a whole debate on it via Facebook
oh
because he
man.
tried to
Yeah. I
say
need
the
that.
album wasn't better than Tug's previous works, and I had to jump out my bag on him.
That
Yeah,
says something
I'm
though.
gonna need the
Because Tug got some fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Yeah,
that
he
whole.
do.
Yeah.
But Jinx is like,
Send me
it doesn't sound like. I'm like, bro, if you want to hear old Tug, listen to Tug's old albums.
Hey, sometimes you
That's
gotta
some
tell
real
niggas
Nas,
that.
and that's some real Nas shit too. You want the old Nas? This is the old Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
hey, it is what
I'm
it
not
is.
gonna hold you. That Magic album was crazy, crazy.
What's funny? Me and my nephew was ranking them shits the other day. Like, actually, a couple weeks ago, when after Magic 3 came out, so we was trying to rank them. And I'm gonna tell you, I got them top three is KD2, KD3, and I got Magic, and I got the first Magic as a top three albums. Yeah, out of that 6 album run, those are my top three Nas albums out of that 6 album run. KD2 is fucking ridiculous. That shit is a classic to me, in my opinion. In my opinion, that album is almost perfect. And
Damn.
and I
Okay.
and I
I
need
gotta listen
and
to
I
that series again. I
yeah.
did like KD1 though. I did like
KD2
KD1.
to
I
me,
gotta listen to 2 and 3
KD2, the
again.
best
83
out of
was
all
tough
the
too.
albums. KD2 was smoking, bro. And I'm gonna tell you,
3 was tough
I
too.
need, I need. Now that Nas has made his run with Hit Boy, I'm gonna need him to go ahead and start with Premier. I've been waiting for this album for 25 years, bro.
Yo,
25 years I've been waiting
yo.
for him and Premier to do an album together. If I got to drag
That,
I
Nas in
ain't
that
that
gonna
that's
studio
hold you
that,
though.
that's
myself,
real
bro,
talk. That's like 20 years.
I'm gonna be
I got
100% honest with you though. Like Premier's his last couple joints, I wasn't really feeling them like that.
that's because it ain't Nas. He ain't gonna come with. He's
And
not coming to Nas with no
I
shit.
did listen to the Prime album. I did listen to the Prime album with Royce the 5'9".
Yeah, I
It
like
was
that
good.
album,
It was decent. But it's like, he's not
bro.
coming with the heat.
He's not gonna leave Nas with no bullshit. You know he's not. You know he's not gonna leave Nas with no trash ass. You
He
know
has
he's
some
not.
newer stuff that was kind of smacking, like the hip hop 50
That's my
Volume 1. That
favorite.
joint he did with Nas, that was tough.
That's my that's my
He
favorite all time
he
producer in hip hop.
what's that white boy's name? Macklemore. He did a joint with Macklemore, and that was smacking. And
Yo,
I trying to remember the name
yo,
of it
he
recently.
right. He right. That beat he did with that track, oh my God.
Woo!
That thing was
I gotta check it
ridiculous.
out.
I was
I gotta
mad.
check
I
that
was
out.
like,
I need to check that
That
out.
was a gallon of
why you do
gasoline and
that?
fire. Boom.
Why
I'm
you
gonna have
give
to find
him that? But the boy, you mean on some real, I'm not a Macklemore, but he did a little something on that track.
I ain't no Macklemore fan, but that joint right there though.
Yeah.
But you ever
That joint right
notice?
there
And I
was
told and I said that before too. I said you ever notice with Premier? If you get a Premier, yo, I heard Wayne come off on a Premier beat. Like it's Listen, bro. Like,
Wayne just did a song with somebody. I don't remember who it was, but he's barring it. Bang, 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 bang. Every line. I was like, okay. All right.
he got with
I don't
Nas.
know.
The
You
joint
know I don't
he
like
got with
Wayne.
Nas. He barred.
Who's his ghostwriter now?
It was the one with Nas. Oh yeah, right, exactly.
The one with Nas.
He barred the shit out of that.
Kid. He sure did.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what?
I was like,
I'm gonna let him have that one.
I gotta give him that. Yeah.
Wayne started having bars when he started getting ghostwriters. Let's highlight that though.
Gilly, what's up, Gilly? What's up, Gilly? Me and Biz.
You had Gilly. You had Corey
Guns.
You had a couple people that was penning for him behind the scenes.
I just brought up Gilly. I gotta say this. Me and Biz is on a tape, a DVD coming out of Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Gilly's on it. There's a couple people on there. Frost is on there.
Okay.
My man Five is on there. Shout out to Five. What's good, man? When you see this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's a couple of. But me and Biz close out the whole tape, and the shit that we do is different than what everybody else did on that joint. And when we were finished, the cats who was the cats who was shooting it said, after Biz finished the verse, he said, "Whatever y'all just said made me want to just change my life." Facts. That's what he said. We're the last people that he videotaped. We're the last on the joint, and he didn't videotape everybody. He's on this joint.
I love it.
You know what I mean? And he said that shit just made me want to change my life.
I love it.
That's dope.
I love to hear it.
So, you mean I'm just saying, Biz did some phenomenal things. I was standing right next to him when it happened. You know what I mean? I seen it from everything. You know what I mean? Just to bring it forward to it. And this show that we even talking, even how we having these conversations, what we talk about was something that Biz would have sparked. You know what I mean? This is where we could talk for hours and hours and not even have to agree, but have so much respect for what the other one was saying that whenever he brought anybody to me saying something, I had to listen to what they were saying because I had to respect what he was saying to that point. You understand what I mean? So this is the type of convo, and he gonna bring out points and facts that you may not have seen. You know what I mean? But when you bring out points and facts that he may not have seen, he recognized that. And when you have that type of person who you talking to, you know what I'm saying, on screen or whatever, man, you could get a lot of things accomplished because communication is key to the movement of the people. And his pen was not just life-giving, but death-giving. He'll kill you and give you life at the same time with his pen. But
right.
You know what I mean? He was the same way all the way around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wholeheartedly bowed out when it came to trying to compare. Like I couldn't keep up with him. I could not keep up with that dude. I was like, hey man, if you got to carry the torch, you got to carry the torch because I can't keep up with you. And I had my book of rhymes, but it just was nowhere close to what he had. Not even it wasn't close to what he had. It was just crazy how he just was constantly in it from start to finish all the time. Like he was just in it. It was he'd have new shit I didn't even hear. Like I didn't know you went here with Flex to do this. You know what I'm saying? Me and Flex got a joint we just made, or you know what I'm saying? Or me and Sooty got a joint we just put to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
It was something all the time.
He got a song for the U.S. soccer team. He got a song. It's out there. It's on YouTube. The U.S. soccer team. The song is dope too. The rhyme is dope.
Wait,
it's
what?
for the U.S. soccer team. Yeah. He wrote He did. He wrote the like the song for the year or something for the team or some shit like that. But it's out there. I seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like the 20
one of his people was playing soccer for the U.S. soccer team and asked him to do it. He was supposed to do something with, I want to say Tars Riley.
Okay.
About it. You know what I'm saying? And I think he did it and sent it, but I don't know what happened to it. He said he got some music out in Australia too. He was doing shit with people out in Australia. He was just ridiculous.
Get out of here.
Yes. business, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? These
I don't.
conversations need to be had. You know what I mean? The music needs to be, you know what I mean? And they're being had by other people who are having not as good conversations as we would, but getting paid way more money than we did.
Right.
And we are.
Right. Right.
You
So
Right.
understand?
Because these
again, man,
because we was having these.
let's put it to the floor, man. Let's put it to the floor, man. You cats want to put the band back together?
So we was.
I'm
I
with
mean,
it.
I'm cool with it. I'm with it. I could do it. Like I said, if we all, even if we took turns hosting or whatever, it could be done. It could be done.
Look, when we start monetizing this joint and
I'm
this
cool with it.
start making money, everybody gonna find time to be on the show. Watch. Oh, hold a second.
Oh, that's a
You
fact.
know how
But
that go.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
you know
real
how that
talk.
go. Yeah, you know how that go.
And
But if the quality is
I
there,
always pop in and out anyway. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
nothing for me to
Right.
pop
Like I
in
said,
and
Hey,
I
out.
don't.
pause,
Like I
bro.
said,
I always
if
Well,
you
watch
was
how you talk
if
like in these days and times, man.
pause.
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 You ain't
if
popping
you
in and out
was
over here, buddy.
if you if you was if
Keep
you
that to yourself there, guy.
if you was if you was down before,
yo,
bro, if you was with the cause before, and you decided, and it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. Hop on. Like, pause. Hop on. Pause. Come through. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I don't care, bro. Like, if you want to jump on the podcast with us and host it for a night and take, you know what I mean? Like, hey, everybody can alternate and get their word in and get their thoughts out. Like I said, we don't give a fuck about the cancel culture. Fuck them. What are you gonna cancel? They can't. We talking about
I
hip
ain't gonna
hop.
but
lie.
you know what?
We
I
talking about
love
hip
Hey,
hop, bro. That's
yo,
what we talking
Ag,
about. We
that.
talking about hip hop.
but Ag, let me
I
add
love
on to
that
that.
angle.
I'm gonna be real with you. We should want people to try to cancel us.
Yeah,
You
No,
know
I
I
why?
love
don't
that
care. That's what I'm
angle.
saying. I don't
That's the
care. Like, I don't care if
no,
they
no.
do it
But
or not. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
adding on with you. Do you know what the real problem is right now? Hip hop is not hip hop because it ain't controversial. It ain't ruffling nobody's feathers. You
Yeah.
know, because
Everybody's
when we really
sensitive.
speak from the heart and really speaking for the streets, if you look at Drake don't speak for the streets. If you look at
Right.
Charlemagne or some of these
Right.
other cats, they ain't speaking for the streets. They worried
Right.
about their brand and this. Yeah, we got a brand, but our brand is real and authentic from the heart and for the people in the community. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
they gonna be the people that's rocking with us as long as they riding with us. We don't care. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yo,
let us ruffle some
they
feathers.
sensitive as hell.
Word to
It's
biz.
Word to
funny you bring
biz.
up. It's funny you even bring up Drake and them. 'Cause look at what just happened. And just to be honest, I don't know how anybody feels about Joe Buttons. That's not even really like my take on it. But I just agree with what he had to say about Drake's album being whack. And he was just like, man, listen, at the end of the day, you need to go date some older women. Like, you out here playing around with
Right.
these little girls. I don't know, man. Like, Drake was so fucking mad, fam. Like, he writing paragraphs. His father, his
Yeah.
father ain't even fucking raise him. And he's fucking
Right.
coming back trying to defend him now. It's fucking crazy. And it's like all because somebody touched on, listen, fam, you too old to be fucking around with these little girls. And
Paint your fingernails and
But
putting
he's
bobby
Right,
pins in your
but
hair.
but it
What you
right.
wasn't even.
doing, nigga?
But it wasn't even
That's
just
not hip
that.
listen,
It
hop.
was the.
I hated
It
that
was the.
album. I'm gonna keep it
It
real.
right.
I hated
It
that
was the.
album.
It was. I didn't. It was the. You know what? I didn't hate it, but I understood what Joe Buttons was saying. I got what he was saying because there's a lot of songs on there that I was like, he could have did better. The album isn't trash to me, but I get it. But everybody want to have yes men, and clearly Drake couldn't handle
right.
the yes man. You know what I'm saying? Drake, and it's funny because remember he was idolizing Button 10 years ago. There's videos of
Exactly.
him idolizing Button
Exactly.
10 years ago.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And now
Mm-hmm.
you mad at him for telling
Now
you it's
you
trash.
mad.
Glorilla did the same shit. Glorilla just did the same shit with Casa Nut when he said he didn't like her new
Exactly.
song. She blocked him.
Exactly.
I'm like, bro, like y'all
They
want everybody to
sensitive.
like your shit? Yeah.
They
So
sensitive as
I
hell.
would love,
I would
if
love
there's
to
anything
say,
I would
fuck
love to
you, your shit whack.
ruffle
Right.
niggas' feathers, I would love
Fuck
to
that.
do it. I
This
would
shit's
love to
whack is
do it.
whack.
It's whacked, right? I'm not
Fucking
kissing your
trash.
ass,
Back
bro.
to
You're
the
not
drawing
putting no
board with
money in
that
my
shit.
pocket to say it isn't.
And
Right.
that's what's missing. If you remember this back in the days when we was kids, the source mics was everything. Who got their
Everything.
integrity these days? None of these
Right. The
media
top
cats is
rate
coming with it
mics,
like
right.
that. That's how we got to reestablish, and that will set the trend. Like even the source right now has been doing clown shit for years.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it funky.
Yeah.
It ain't what it used to be. Like when we were kids, we looked at that source like the Quran, the Bible, or whatever.
Sure did.
You know what I mean? Because everything in there, up until a certain point, was true to the culture. They was up there, you know, it was for us, by us. And now I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
not.
even think that's Benzino shit no more.
No, it's
No,
not.
it stopped being Benzino's years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
So
regardless of whom or
it's just,
what can you point to right now? Whether it's media, like whether you're talking about the digital media, podcasts, magazines, or whatever, that's really authentic. It really speaks to the culture.
right. No, I'm agreeing with you when I say even the source is removed from the culture. Like because
For sure.
the days that we fucked with the source, it was Benzino shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
now,
I mean, there
it's
were.
just,
I
it's
mean,
just
there were.
like BET.
I mean,
It's like
there were arguments
A lot
about
of them.
certain albums in that magazine that we felt should have got 5 mics or should have been less. That's how
Right.
important that kind of
Right.
criticism was to
right,
us growing up because it determined if we were gonna go listen to that shit or not. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
So I hear
Because
what you're
think about this,
saying.
right?
Was we need to do? We
Or you
need to
looked
be
at
the new
the
source.
unsigned hype. You was looking at
Unsigned
that as
hype,
the next
right?
dude up.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you was really looking at, oh word, oh snap, oh I remember that kid when he was, or that group when they was unsigned hype. Like if you look at this
Right.
double XL and who they putting out as their freshman of the year, them dudes is garbage.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Yo.
You know for a fact, like just to put this out there, this whole freshman freestyle shit, like you know, me and Blade been went public with this shit. They stole this whole shit from us.
Uh huh.
A word?
Because no, that's a fact. Because one year, you know, me and Blade was
Speak
upset
on
that
it,
we
bro.
wasn't on the cover. We wasn't on the
Right.
cover
Okay.
one year, and we was pissed off.
Okay.
One of our homies out in Shadyville, was I forget the lady's name, but she's the big editor chief over there at Double XL. The
Right.
homie was
Okay.
over there, you know, he was over there fucking her and all that. So, you know, we pulled up to bring him some bud one day, and he was like, "Nah, come inside. You gotta meet my little white bitch. You know, whatever." So, you know, he's like, "Nah, she worked for Double XL. So we go in there. I don't remember her name later on if it's, you know, but whatever. But long story short, we was you know, we submitted our shit. Our numbers was up, everything. You know, she told us this whole criteria that, you know, we needed in
Okay.
order to be there. We made sure we checked all the boxes. We submitted the music, everything. Our numbers was up, everything was up. We didn't get the cover. So when we didn't get the cover, of course, you know, we felt the way.
Okay.
After that, what we did was everybody that was on the cover, we jumped on their beat. You can check it out. We did the double XL jacket for beats, the freshman freestyle Friday. With, and we basically took all of their beats and put them on like back to back to back. And me and Blade went back and forth freestyling all their beats. And you know what I'm saying? And then we put the shit out like you know, all over the internet. And then
That's what I'm
now
talking about.
next thing you know, these motherfuckers started turning around doing freshman freestyles.
Okay.
It was like, whoa, wait a minute. We hit the homies from Shadyville and said, yo, hold on, call that little white girl, man. Hold up. Man, what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
She colonized your concept. She colonized
real
yo.
shit.
Right.
Listen,
Right.
kid.
Colonize
Now
it,
all of
bro.
a
She
sudden,
surely did.
She discovered it. She discovered it like America.
right, pretty much. And then you look at this shit, it's just like now you really look at it, it's like they forcing motherfuckers that can't even rap the freestyle now. Just
Right.
exposing their goddamn selves.
Right.
I bet you if you put on Impeach the President right now, 85% of these rappers couldn't flow.
Right.
Tell me about it.
And
But you know why? You know why? Because they're a hybrid. They're not really rappers. They're rap singers. You know what I'm saying?
They don't even
They're
listen
not.
to the beat now.
but if you
They
listen,
sound
but
like
if
they're
you
not even
listen,
in the studio at the
eh,
same time as the music is playing.
And a lot of these dudes, a lot of these guys sound the same. Like a lot of them sound the same. Like Rollo Rodriguez sounds like Little Baby. If you listen to, I was like
Let's
some
go
other
back.
dude, like
Let's go back
some other
further.
dude.
When you heard
It's
Panda, everybody thought that was Future.
Yeah.
Nah, seriously.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Seriously.
Sure
That's
did.
not even open for discussion, like for real.
Like that.
Sure
That's
did.
not Future.
Literally.
Shit,
That
nigga,
shit
we
used to
thought
get you
Action Bronson was
And-
Ghostface Killer for a minute. We ain't know who the fuck. We thought that was Ghostface. That's
Facts.
how crazy it was.
And you
I ain't
got
heard
your
nothing from
young
Action
Drew
Bronson
trying to
in
be like
years.
Nas. They big
And then they
Nas
hyped-
shit.
Right.
They hyped that boy up to the point where he almost got himself in trouble talking about he better than Ghostface. Listen,
Yeah.
he almost got his ass kicked for that. Trying to
Yeah.
And I ain't heard
corny
nothing.
ass
And I ain't heard
ESPN
nothing from
remark.
Action. Yeah, I ain't heard nothing from Action
Now I
Bronson
can
since.
fill out. Now he
Yeah, I
out,
haven't
but
heard
yo,
it.
That apology.
but you know what?
He making money. He got a shoe
Yes,
deal.
I was
and
just about to say
everything.
that. Now that's right, Bo.
Okay.
Because like my big bro, you know, the rest in
Okay,
peace
because I haven't heard from him.
to Freedom, you know, aka, you know, Papa Wu, he caught pleas to Papa Wu, like, you know, I wasn't trying to disrespect Woo Woo Woo, you know, because cats, yo, the God stepped to him. The gods did step to him, and
Oh no,
and then he kind of he tiptoed backwards like Michael Jackson in the moonwalk. Like I wasn't trying to shit on Ghost.
Magnetic was
Wu
there.
Tang.
Magnetic
Wu
was there
Tang
when
ain't
Papa
nothing to
Wu
fuck
stepped
with. You
in.
think that's a game? They didn't just make that song up, bro. Wu Tang. That song is real. Wu Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. They not.
I
They
see
done
Wu.
checked a
I
lot
see
of.
Wu with us.
They
you see what
done
Mickey?
checked a lot of dudes, kid.
And you
They
know
done
who
checked
else
a
was there?
lot of
You
niggas.
know who
Damn
else
right.
was there? The dude that slapped the shit out of Joe Buttons for talking shit on Method Man. The dude Hands. He slapped the shit out of Joe Budden.
He
He
sure
was there
did.
too.
He sure the fuck did.
Hey, I got a Joe Budden story for you.
Hey,
Hey, Biz,
only thing I'm gonna say about that though is I would have loved to see Joe and Meth rap that out. Like that would have been like, you know, because at that time Joe Buttons was, you know, you know what I mean. I feel like, you know, I think I respect
No, I like
it
Joe
because
Budden.
it's like
I like Joe Budden.
Time
I'm
out.
not gonna say. I like Joe Budden.
Bo, I'm gonna play Biz right now. You really think that Joe has bars for Meth?
Nah, I would have loved.
Yo,
nah,
you
I
ain't
gonna
you
lie to
ain't
you.
hear Joe Budden's first
Joe
two
can rap.
albums?
No.
Yo,
Time out.
matter of fact,
Meth can rap. Meth can rap. Joe can rap. I just would have loved to see it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It was Russ.
You think it would have been a close fight?
No, I think it would have been close.
I
think it would have been close.
I personally feel like Jay-Z was ducking Joe Buttons at one time on
He
them
was.
Pump It Up remix joints.
He was.
And Joe was on fire going at Jay. He came right back. And Jay fell back off that and started canceling the nigga.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
because he was
Jay
in charge. Because he was in charge.
Business-wise, Joe Buttons nice, son.
Yo,
let me put you like
Bo and Russ. Yo, Bo and Russ put me on Joe Buttons in the car. I was in Russ' car. I was in your car, Bo, and y'all was playing the Joe Buttons album, and I was just sitting in there, and I was like, holy shit, this nigga's nice though.
Nah, son can rap.
Yo, I was mad.
I'm not saying Joe is trash, but Meth still got bars.
No, of course.
Listen,
we're not saying he doesn't have bars.
I'm just saying it would have been dope to see.
Right. At
It
that
would've been
time,
dope to
Joe,
see.
at that time for Joe, where he was where he was getting his height, that would have been a nice little run for. I mean, but shit, the nigga was in Def Jam Fight for New York. That's how big Joe Budden was at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like
Joe was a lyricist. He was dope, and he was scary for anybody to kind of fuck with because it wasn't a hands down win on wax.
Right. I'm gonna almost put it like to you like this.
It was a hands down win. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Joe was nice. Now you might
if they were in person, just on the strength of seeing Wu and their goons on the squad, it would be like Mike Tyson when he came into the ring with just a towel on his neck and no socks on, whatever. He'd been intimidated right from the gate. You know what I mean? I almost say
listen,
like,
listen. Only thing I'm gonna say is Joe from Jersey, so it ain't like he ain't seen the hood.
Right.
Nah, wait.
Like I said,
I gotta say this.
So
I got a
but after
story
he
on
got
Joe.
slapped, he wasn't talking wild and reckless no more though.
Nah.
I mean,
I literally saved Joe's life, and he don't even know it like that. But he was at a show in Allentown
he ain't tough.
area, and that
Definitely
thing
ain't
went
tough.
off. I was doing the security, and the cats who went off, they was going off on Joe Buttons. He said something. They started chasing him. He ran out the building past me. You know what I'm saying? I stopped the cats, but they was coming to get him. They was coming to get him. I
It's
stopped
coming
the
to get him.
cats. You know what I'm saying? This dude was like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I ain't never seen nobody run like that. You know what I'm saying? I seen Big Pun run too. I was standing next to Big Pun when Big Pun ran to the limo to get out
wait,
because
talk
dude had a
about
shotgun.
you saw Pun run.
I'm
I was
crying,
standing right
kid.
next to
Holy
him. I was
shit.
standing
That's
You
right
saw
crazy.
Pun
next to him.
run.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
I
crazy.
ain't gonna lie. I don't want to talk ill of the dead, but I would love to see him run.
Yo,
I
he wanted to go do his and I stopped like, is this nigga running?
That must have been the scene.
Holy shit. Oh shit. I passed him a blunt and thought and was like, man, I don't know if I should give him this blunt. I ain't gonna be the one to give him the blunt that did just kill him because he can't breathe right now. You mean? And when we left, there was a dude starting some shit. We was going out the back door of this spot in
shit, I'm
Connecticut
crying.
at a show in Connecticut that he had with Fat Joe. We was going out the back, and dude was out in the parking lot with a sawed-off shotgun, and dude cocked that John, douche, pistol grip, and was like, "What now?" And he was like, he looked, he seen his car, pew, took off to the car.
That's some survival instincts kicking in.
And I was
Word,
like,
but I know, but
don't
Pun
you have
used
the
to be
back?
walking
Don't you have
around
the
with
back in the
hammers,
back of
so
the hat?
he had to be
He
naked
didn't
that
have
day because
he didn't have his hammer.
because
That's why he
usually,
ran to the car. He said, "I ain't got
yeah,
my
he had to
hammer
be
on."
naked.
So he ran to not that he was scared, but he took the chance. Like, I'm going to the car, getting out of
Bro,
here quick. Fuck all that. But I'm just
listen,
saying.
you could be the hardest cat in the world, but when cats is cocking back and you naked, you gonna move.
Listen,
I
I
saw.
seen Joe Buttons run for his life. Run for his life. If he gonna act
Look,
like I was there, I was doing security. I stopped them from going outside. They couldn't
Oh
follow
my
him.
god.
I seen him running for his life. He was gone after that.
Oh my god.
I bet he
I ain't
was.
saying it's a punk. I'm just backing up what you're saying. If they was live in person, I don't think it's gonna come out that way.
That's what I'm saying. Like after Joe got slapped, he was like, "Yes, sir, Mr. Method Man. You're welcome. Have a good day. Give my best to the missus." You know, he was on his best behavior. He
But
didn't
I
say
will
a
say,
damn thing
Joe's
after that.
nice. He's nice with the rhymes. He be saying he's
Yeah, with the
nice with the
rhymes,
rhymes. He's
he
nice with
ain't
the
tough though.
rhymes.
He
Right.
can rap his ass
He
Hey,
off.
be
Bo,
talking tough, but
hey, Bo, you and Russ
Yep.
got stories though. You got stories though. You know what I'm saying? Stories of people prominent right now. We won't even bring it up because they're, you know what I mean, they, you know what I mean, heads of hip hop in the areas and stuff. But you know, I'm just saying.
we can save that for the new episode of Check the Rhyme Show.
Hey, I'm not even listen. I don't even want to do it because how am I going to say this? It's not my story to tell, but I be telling
I
the
got you.
story when it ain't on camera.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You hear me, Bo? I be telling the story all the time, not on camera, but I be telling the
I
story.
got you.
He know what I'm talking about too. You know what I'm saying?
Man, these motherfuckers, you know, you already know. These motherfuckers be, you know, believe half of what you hear and half of what you see. What they say? What's the saying?
Yeah. None of what you see and half of what you hear.
Right, there we go. Cause you know these motherfuckers smoking mirrors, you know, man. They be smoking mirrors, man.
I know there is. Hey, y'all. On some real, this has been D, this has been a great situation. You know what I mean? We're gonna continue to build on bringing the band back together, and we're gonna continue to make sure that music is being heard. I want to ask everybody who was on here and everybody who came through in the chats, whatever. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Every week, can we play some BIZ Bronz music for the next year? And I'm saying to do this because I'd like to see his streams get up. You know what I'm saying? So every week, can we just everybody who's on pick 1 to 3 songs and just play them Jones, share them Jones on your platforms, share them with your people. It's on YouTube. You can just go right ahead and, you know what I'm saying, send it to somebody, send it to 3 people, have them just listening to it. But you know what I mean, the songs are important, the words are important, and it's what he had and what he put out. And I just like to make sure that, you know what I mean, we keep repping what he wanted. You heard D, he said he wanted his music played, he wanted it out there. So can everybody who's been on here, you know what I mean, find his music, put his music out, pick 2-3 songs a week, and just for the next year. We'll come back and we'll meet back here and look at the streams, what they were now, and look at the streams, what they are then, you know what I'm saying, and just keep pushing that. In the meantime, let's build and get the Check the Rhyme show forward together, not even back together, but forward together, and with some new additives, and bring that real conversation, that shit's whack, that shit's not. You know what I'm saying? And this is why it's whack. Not just it's whack because that was one of the other things that BIZ made sure.
Right.
We told you why something wasn't up to par or beyond par. Right. And par is not supposed to be even good, y'all. Par is the mediocre. It's got to be beyond, it's got to be raising the bars. And if it's not raising the bars with the bars, then you mean we're going to explain to you exactly why and what it is. And that's what we're going to bring forward to you. You know you missing, but what we started off doing.
Yes, sir. Word to BIZ.
Word to BIZ. We're going to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? But we've been on here about 3.5 hours, and my brother now, when I was born out loud, you know what I'm saying? He guaranteed us 2 hours on. You know what I'm saying? We didn't, you know what I mean, took actually hour and 25 minutes of the brothers of the God's time, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Knowledge Born Out Loud, for this. I had a show, and I got the Hardcore Correspondent podcast is on the Do the Knowledge Radio. You can go back and check it out on YouTube. Hard Correspondent podcast. You mean Son the Great? I'm there. Blah blah blah. Do the Knowledge. It's on there. Check it out. Pull it up. I got playlists. But just understand, I didn't let it die. You know what I'm saying? And made sure that I did my part. But in me doing my part is allowing us to do this part right here on Do the Knowledge Radio. So BIZ still lives through, you know what I mean, in that aspect. And knowledge Born Out Loud put the promo together. He got his platform. So I want to make sure that y'all recognize him and recognize all the other shows on the platform. Go check them out. It is a necessity for your life, for your health, spiritually, mentally, physically. And you know, we're gonna do a little something and get this thing rocking. But I gotta get out of here, y'all. I still got work to do and handle the biz. Everybody link up. Y'all have my number. Y'all have my information. Link up with me, and let's start putting this together. So by the beginning of the year, if not sooner, we can get the ball rolling and figure out how we're gonna do it, where we're gonna do it, when we're gonna do it.
Indeed.
Yep.
Word to BIZ.
Yep. We could devise a plan and come up with something and strategize and see who wants to be a part of it and just pull pieces in and get a media platform out for us to broadcast our shit, and we can go from there.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna hold y'all accountable, right?
Yeah, that's why I said it while you were on air.
If
And
we
if
say word to biz, then you know we got
word
to.
is, I'm on asses. So you know. I don't play.
Word to biz. Word to biz.
Word
Hey,
to
but
Word to
you know, you
biz.
said it. He told you, and he sent you to eat it. So you know what I mean? Oh, word. That's what he said. All right, let's do this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Play the music, put the show
Biz,
together.
Biz was the man that made things happen. He married me in his passing. I'm his word, and when he tells me to do something, when I hear him, I put it out there. And he didn't put through all the effort. I know you guys saw him pulling up in different cars from time to time. Those were my cars. When he didn't have money for the Check the Rhyme show, it was my money. I have part in it too behind the scenes. So he ain't gonna die out just like that. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna do this.
You heard the
That's what's
bars.
up.
She had bars, and
no
she
doubt.
started
No doubt.
that whole monologue with bars. You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
She
Oh
tells
man,
no lies. She tells no
no
lies.
lies at all. This is what it is. And so, hey y'all, Biz Bronz, our brother, forever, still lives in us, in our character, in our word, in our work, in our ethic. Still lives
Just
in
one
our
more thing.
minds. Good.
I just want to say rest in peace to my brother Russ Blade. He's in my heart forever. Rest in peace to
Rest
Mama
in
Biz.
peace.
They live through me every
Yes.
single day.
Yes, yes,
Rest in
yes.
peace, Grandma
Absolutely.
Biz.
Absolutely.
That's a
Yes.
fact.
Absolutely.
That's
Rest
a
in
fact.
peace.
Absolutely. My little bro.
Peace be upon
Absolutely.
them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Listen,
Rest in peace.
there's another reason why we having this conversation and why it was important for Bo to be on this joint because the McGee boys have transitioned. You know what I'm saying? So those two boys, you know what I mean, are gone. The father is gone. We the family that they had that's gotta constantly keep their legacy, their memory alive. Bo, you
That's
gotta
a
put that
fact.
music out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stop putting music out. You know what I'm saying? It's always words to biz on everything that I do, everywhere, somewhere you're gonna hear it, it's there. You know what I'm saying? And it's always, you know what I mean, repping this every year. You know what I'm saying? So for the people who don't know, you now do not celebrate Halloween. It's Biz Bron's holy day. Now, you can
That's a
handle it
fact.
how you want to. You know what I'm saying? But he liked to clown people. He was very sarcastic. You know what I'm saying? He was witty, but he was intelligent. So raise your intelligence, get your sarcasm up, and clown the fuck out of somebody. That's what you do on that day. You don't celebrate Halloween. It's Biz Bron's holy day.
Biz used
Smoke a blunt.
I'm
Biz
with
used
it.
to walk up with people, just random people with no costume, be like, man, that's a fucking scary ass costume you got on. And just clown people.
So understand, we doing it today. It was the 28th. You know what I mean, on the 28th, but really, we want you to recognize it on the 31st of October every year. Recognize it. It's
Yes,
a
sir.
holy day. So
Well, matter of fact,
that's what
we make that the first day that we all post. We all post up some Biz Bronze on the 31st.
every year I do, but I will do extra. I will do it
I'm saying for
extra.
everybody.
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 And tag each other.
Everybody.
Tag everybody. Tag so we know we watch it happen. And you know what I'm saying? We can spread it out. It's shake the algorithm
Yeah.
up, y'all. Shake the algorithm up.
All
But
right, guys.
word to
I'm with
biz,
you.
y'all hold it up. Salute. Hey, Knowledge Board. I don't know if you want to go out with some of that Biz Bronze other music. If you got anything else left, you know what I'm saying? We with it.
Get them scalps.
Get them scalps. Zalou.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.